Entombed in my mind, can't seem to break away. Lost in time, thinking about better days. Do you ever get used to the pain? 'Cause I don't know if I can do this again. Now you got me wondering why you let me die alone inside. I died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. I died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. Tell me why you left me bleeding. Died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. Lullabies of you still in my head. Someone save me. Bloodshot eyes, can't sleep, I'm rotting in my bed. Even the drugs don't faze me. I don't think you understand. I gave you everything I had when it shit go wrong, and now you got me wondering why you let me die alone inside. I died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. I died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. Boys, it looks like the pre-patch is almost upon us. In a Blue Post Blizzard, I think just a couple of hours ago, posted that the Season 4 of Shadowlands will be ending very soon. Now, they didn't say specifically that pre-patch will follow it, but it's very, 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 very likely. Like, based on previous, I'm just gonna go based on previous expansions. When a season ends, the final season, we usually get the pre-patch event with like the catch-ups and the new class, and it's been like that for Legion, BFA, Shadowlands. Again, like technically you could say, you know, they didn't say that that's what's going to happen, but like that's what's going to happen. How y'all doing? Well, welcome back, boys. Dude, I can't wait either, man. I actually am just so excited to move on from the borrowed power systems. Imagine just like you wake up one day and you're like, wait, the legendary that I've been grinding on this recently, get all that I've just picked up, is useless. I don't need to do it. It's Torghast. Don't worry about it. Only if you want to get reward, whatever, like cosmetic rewards. But like in terms of power, forget it. It's in your talent tree. You literally have the ability in talent tree. In terms of like gearing your character, you can now gear for item level. Like all these legendaries are actually borderline useless, unless maybe you got like a ring and you want to get best secondary stats on it. Literally grinding for that highest item level, which you get from raids, PvP, or dungeons, it's actually going to be worth. So hopefully all of you have been saving whatever side gear you have in the bank just as soon as the pre-patch comes out. You want to put on the new stuff, the best gear immediately. Dude, I'm actually so excited because you know what? I think it's going to be fun because I imagine Season 4 dungeons are still going to be playable. Like, you still do keys and get gear, but you want to get achievements for it. But like, imagine doing some Kazavesh Gambit with new talents, bro. As a feral druid, my god, that'd be so good. Dude, big AoE pulls, shred everything, claw everything, rip everything apart. Oh my god, that'd be so fun. Imagine doing some Grim Rail runs or Junkyard runs with new talents. I think it's gonna be refreshing. I think it's gonna be nice and refreshing. Time to hit 304. Exactly. Well, actually, you can hit more than 304. There's some 311 pieces from raids. That you can maybe get like to 308 item level. I don't even know what's the highest overall item level, but how y'all doing? Welcome back, boys. Hope everybody's having a good one. What's the plan for tonight's gameplay? I think some more beta, man. Testing out more classes, trying different builds, trying all the things that we haven't got to try at all. From what's up, look, I do, man. Hope you're having a good one. Can't wait as well. Gonna log in, do solo shuffle, then move on. Honestly, that'd be pretty fun. Honestly, yeah, solo shuffle would be really fun too. They're not gonna have a rated solo shuffle until I think the expansions will release. Like once everybody is leveled, then we get the seasonal content already on the way. But that's gonna be really fun either way. How y'all doing? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a good one. Not Mythic Raider. Sadly, I mean, that's true. You can, however, I guess kill. Never mind. I was gonna say you can technically kill mythic bosses and get the currency, so you can upgrade faded items to a mythic item quality. But that all requires you to be mythic rating, and then that's just not gonna happen. But I guess mythic pluses are gonna be a thing too. Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna do the mythic plus scaling this early, because they're making Mythic Plus dungeons harder somewhat or different, I guess is the best way to put it, in Dragonflight. But I wonder if that's going to get enabled like day one. Anyway, let me get some music back up and running here. It's just weird sitting here and quietly just chatting with all you boys. Although I am excited, man. Oh my god. Oh, like taking that one step further, one step forward towards Dragonflight. Oh my god, it's going to feel so good, boys. Alrighty, let's get some beta stuff done for the day, boys. Let's get some beta gaming tonight. How y'all doing though? Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful evening. If I haven't asked you guys already, I would do pretty good, man. We might be getting pre-patch very soon, so I'm very excited about that. Very excited about it. Let me hop on. Let me get my man Egg in here. So Mythic Plus dungeons are done for the week, man. No more Mythic Plus dungeon testing. I'm a little bit sad about that, honestly. But I guess we'll just get in and do some heroics or whatever. Try builds. Try to see what kind of busted AoE builds we can come up with. What's up, Conflict? Say to my man. Hello, what's up, Zhao? Hi to my man. Hope you having a good one, my guy. I think the new talents will be ready since we would have all points yet. Yeah, I mean, you remember how like back in Classic or back in TBC Wrath, like as you level, we get our points when we hit max level. Like the classes are going to be, of course, tuned for endgame, for max level. Like we're not gonna have all the points because we're level 60, but that's part of that progression. You level up in order to get stronger and you get more points. We're gonna be able to get a majority of them. We won't have like I think 5 in the class tree and 5 in the spec tree. But we'll have a good portion of them where we can make some builds. There will be some specs. Off the bat, I know that like Frost Death, for example, can't really play into the whole two-hander obliteration playstyle just yet, like fully commit into that playstyle just yet. Until they level up a little bit, but it's not that bad, honestly. What's up, Spooch? How you doing, my guy? Hope you're having a good one. Chad, what class do we start for the day, man? That is the question. What class do we start our evening off with, boys? Give me some suggestions, man. Give me some ideas, boys. What do we start with, man? What builds do we want to make? Because Arcane Mage, I played that the other day. Dude, Arcane Mage is insane. Oh my god, it's so good. Arcane Mage is actually just incredible, boys. Oh my god, it's so good. Blizzard, how'd you design? Why it's so good? They're gonna nerf it. It's one of those things where it's like I know they're gonna. I think I'm main enhance. I think it's a build. Yes, enhance is a lot of builds. There's actually a lot of cool builds for enhancement too. Yeah, enhance is a fantastic choice, man. I'm actually like really considering like out of all the mains. Man, it's hard choosing a main right now, dude. Even for me, man. Like I know I've been playing Rogue for a while, but like, could this be the expansion where I make a change? Because Evoker looking good, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Evoker actually does look good. Like I don't hate it. Shaman look good. Rogue look kind of good. Like we're getting there. right? Monk look good, DK look good. There's a lot of classes that actually look legitimately good. I get excited about them, man. I'm excited to see how they're all gonna play. Honestly, mage, we could do that. Yeah, I got my foot. Let's go, my guy. Let's go. Arcane, mage. We can do some mage. Holy priest. That's one I gotta play. But yeah, I definitely gotta play some holy priest at some point. Chat, let me do a quick run as arcane mage, and then we're gonna go and play some holy. I definitely gotta play some holy. I gotta check out some of the specs and make some builds for playstyles I don't normally check out on stream. Age priest, I definitely gotta give it a go at some point. Yeah, definitely gotta give it a go at some point. Fire mage. Oh, did they ever fix the fireball thing with fire mage? Because fireball wasn't doing anything last time. Also, chat, I got the best toy. I think it was VAR that showed off the toy earlier in the week. What's the best looking spec right now? There's a lot of good looking specs. What's going to be the best? Hard to tell, man. Hard to tell. But I got this toy, chat. Environment emulator. I think it was VAR. I'm pretty sure it was VAR, but I could be getting it wrong. That made this. It's like an engineering toy, but you don't have to be an engineer. And basically what it does is it changes the environment. So like you have Silver Moon and you have this kind of like skybox. But if I change to like a peaceful day, it'll change the environment to simulate a peaceful day with a different skybox altogether. But you can do some wacky stuff to like you do Fell Storm, so it makes everything look green. It looks like the demon portal opened up from above. You can do a Calm Cyclone, which has more like a windy look. Like our elementals and like a little bit darker, like a storm is coming. Ice Crown to give it literally a feeling like you just stepped into Ice Crown Citadel. Everything is nighttime, the lights are on, all that. It looks so good. Then there's also Burning Skies, which is basically think like in Firelands. Just think of like you just stepped into the inside of an oven and just tried to simulate like a Firelandsy look. And then there's the Twisting Nether, which makes things look a little bit more magical and more TBC-esque. It's so good. So what do we play, boys? I play Undead Rogue. Affliction War is always superior, dude. Affliction actually feels really good to play. Affliction actually does pipe in AoE. It's gotten pretty good now. I didn't feel like I had the good build, but I tried a couple of stuff. Dude, Affliction can go full dot build. It's so good. You can literally rot things down from miles away. It is so good. Like whoever you target with UA, you actually just meld them. And like your dots become literally your top damage ability. Like, Affliction is back, boys. You just gotta play it very specifically. But it's so good. It can just do so much damage. I gotta show you guys the build at some point. Time to do Affliction, but Demon looks so fun. Honestly, Warlock look good in general. So what do we decide, boys? Some of you guys said H-Priest, some of you guys said Arcane, Holy Priest. I would just go to the Holy Priest instead. Because I was gonna originally go to Arcane Mage really quickly. Chat, what class you guys want to see? I want to dive into dungeon real quickly. Just write what class you want to see. Real quickly, just give it to me, man. Give it to me. Am I in the right edit mode? Ignore. I should disable it though. I'll disable it. I don't need that. I can. I do want to get some gameplay in here. Whoever messaged me, I had to refresh my stuff, so I literally missed your message. You don't need to write it back, but if I had to guess, the mom man egg, my man scrambled, feral fireman, zero lock mage. You gotta say mage. Okay, brother. Yo, hope they fix the lane getting weaker as you get close to max power feeling. So I think there is going to be some... Yes. So the way that they're doing it, they're not scaling the... So maybe dungeons are scaled for levels, but they're not scaling zones. So you will get stronger as you go into like... You're fighting enemies that are higher level. So you can't out-level a zone basically in a way. Or get ahead of it. Something not flavor of the month. I mean, Arcane I think is good, right? So I haven't been around dealing with a lot of personal family stuff. I don't know the details, Egg, but I hope things work out for the best for you. I hope I can interview if you are down, but if you just looking to take care of yourself, then I am perfectly chill with that idea, friend. Egg having a bad day, man. I feel bad now. Egg, it's up to you, man, whether you want to join us or nah. I won't force it, my guy. I didn't want to play with you, but I'm not gonna force it. Yo, Arcane, by the way, dude, this is gonna be nutty. I did this yesterday a little bit. Yo, I gotta go back to Walkerbar. I gotta go back to Zulzar. I gotta show you guys the AoE. Poor Egg. Yeah, dude. Egg is a homie, man. Egg Heck is a homie, so I hope things get better. See, Mac, what do you think is that a group? Dude, Warrior is what we gotta play next. Definitely gotta get some Warrior gameplay out of here. It's been a bit since I played some Fury or Arms, and it felt amazing last time we played it. Oh my god. We love Egg. Egg is a homie, dude. Egg's a good guy. Egg's a nice dude. I'm down, super busy and stuff and all. Cool, cool. Okay. I'll get you in, my man. Anybody else want to join for some dungeons real quick? Egg era. Gotcha, friend. There we go, boys. Let's queue up. Yo, Arcane is kind of nutty, dude. I don't know what they did with it, dude. Somebody at Blizzard plays Arcane. Like, somebody decided to become an Arcane main. They were like, all right, let me spruce this thing up. Hope you're having an okay day. Yeah, hope you're good, my guy. Hope everything goes good. Take care of yourself. That's the most important part. Take care of yourself. Now, I don't know if this guy like super geared up or anything like that, but honestly, the damage of Arcane is kind of, I think it's overtuned. It's probably overtuned. It's doing way too well. Alrighty, so we got all these out here, right? All these dummies out here being dummy. Let me show what the damage looks like, what the profile looks like. Alrighty. Just gonna blast it out. Blast it. I mean, we'll keep blasting. Blast. Big barrage. Big orb. Big barrage. Another big orb. Barrage. Go for some explosions in there. Yeah, I mean, you don't run out of mana either, so it's kind of nuts, honestly. You don't run out of mana ever on this thing, which is kind of insane. Gonna give him a bit of a barrage in there. Brah. And it has execute. It has execute potential. So it's really, really good. I like it a lot. Now, I'm not really sure. I probably should have used the shifting power a lot earlier, though. Also, having Touch of the Magic be instant cast is really weird. Like, it's nice, but it's like, it's not, I'm not used to it at all. I guess what I'm trying to say. Whatsoever. But yeah, it does a solid 80,000 DPS or something like that. Somewhere around ballpark of that, yeah. Just a ballpark. I should have big damage here in a bit. Stop playing mana so we can go for a full Arcane Surge. Touch a Magi. Bunch of missiles into a singular target. Just trying to blast it out as hard as I can. Maybe palm. More missiles. Bah. Yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Check what page you gave me, like the build you gave me? Which one? Also won't let me type? I'm late to the stream. Silver, how you doing, my guy? It won't let you type? Why? What's going on? Like in chat? Wait. You mean in chat? Chat? Huh? Wait, why would it let you type in chat? By the way, how you doing, fam? Hope you have a good one. Is it returning to mage? Bro, they're really good right now. Time will come. I feel like if you were ever tried... It's all good now? Awesome. Yeah, if you ever wanted to come back to mages, man, that would be the time to do it. I honestly, like, just don't worry about tuning. Look at the kit that they got, man. Like, in terms of thinking like control in dungeons or in PvP, you got a knockback, man. You got a mass poly, you got normal polys, you got ice nova, you got breath as every spec in the game. Shift and power, cone of cold that can root into a slow. Like, your control kit is incredible. Your survivability is also better with great invisibility, and you could go for ice bucket, the heal, and all that stuff. Get yourself a heal or cooldown reduction on mirror images too. Like, your kit is overall really, really good. You got Meteor, which honestly I might even start incorporating that in AoE. That might be really good. We're just playing cooldown reduction just because I value that. But like, you get cooldown reduction. Your kit looks so good, and you do more crit damage. Like, naturally, every spec does more crit damage. It's really good. It just does 10% more crit damage. When you don't crit, it just keeps building you offload energy until you do crit. To make it more consistent. It is so good. It is such a good setup. Honestly, what's up, What's up, Sally? How you doing, fam? Hope you're having a good one. I think a little weird moderator thing is sometimes randomly eating people out of the chat. There have been a good reason to me. Wait, what? That's probably a good reason why, lol. Wait, what? What do you mean? You mean like with silver? It's good now, concern me? Okay, yeah. Look at this healing. Hold on, where are ya? Hold on, let me get over to you, fam. Hold on, I'm literally just gonna use shift to power while ice closes up. Just so I can give myself another blink. How much are you healing for? Does it show up here? I think it is. If you start healing, you'll probably see like what the healing numbers are looking like. Hit me with it, fam. Makes you want to reroll to a mage with a transmog mage table. Bro, this transmog in particular, by the way, looks so good. And they got recolorations of this. You got the frost, you got the fire looking one. There's purple for arcane. Servers are down? Or DC'd randomly? Huh? Blizzard, are we going to do this again? You're kidding me, right? We're not doing this. Yo, what? Hold on a second. Huh? What? You kidding me? Are we getting a new build? Today? On a Tuesday? Wait, what? A new patch? Well, I didn't expect that. Honestly, they've been doing these on a late Wednesday for so long. Them doing it on a Tuesday at 5:43 is weird, weird. Wow. New billboards, let's go! Oh my god, well there it is, man. Well, I guess that's... I was thinking for a second, like, unless it... Okay, there's probably the better explanation. They're probably taking the servers down just to make sure that they can, like, correct all the lagging issue, right? That's probably what it is, chat. Yeah, that's probably what's going on, right? Oh. Maybe a mix of both? I'm thinking it's a new build, right? It has to be a new build. Because they even took down that server. Your retail is okay? No, well, yeah, this is beta. Like, this is not... It's going to be irrespective of, like, live and retail. This is just beta. Beta is, like, on Beta is on the same schedule as BTR. Think of, like, BTR and beta as it's almost like its own realm, in a way, right? Kind of have EU realms, NA realms, other regions. Think of it like its own region. It's like a test region. So, yeah. Good. But it's good to know that EU realms are good. Yeah. Udala, did the pirate spam build work? We tried it one time. It worked better than pressing Fireball because Fireball was doing 0 damage. But it actually does feel pretty good. I don't hate it. I actually don't hate it. Going for like a big Pyroblaster build. I like how that changes the gameplay. Like it makes fire mages feel very different to play. I don't know if it's like going to be better, but it's cool. The fact that there is differences, you know? Check disc real quick. What happened? Wait, what happened? Is that the build you mean? The numbers? Major Evoker for Solid Shuffle? I imagine both of them should be pretty good, especially with Evokers now getting quite a bit of more damage now. They could one-shot. So I imagine Evoker one-shots. If you could just kind of get yourself a bit of clearance, do a big one-shot. Check for updates, so maybe someone's going on. Maybe. Maybe. Can only trigger 4 set by Light of Dawn or your melee Paladin. Sucks, man. With Light of Dawn, yeah. But the thing is, you generate a lot more holy power when you're melee gamer girls, like your Crusader, and you can get your Light of Dawns more often. So I guess it works out because there is a melee focused Light of Dawn-ish build right now in the works. Like literally full melee, and you'll spam Light of Dawn more than Word of Glory, and then you can buff up Word of Glory if you really need it. But you'll basically Light of Dawn everybody as best as you can, cleave as many allies as you can with it, because then your tank is gonna get the same amount of healing anyway, from all those like Light of Dawns that collect into Beacon. But yeah, it is weird. I think we're trying to make a tier so that kind of works for the range healer and a melee healer too. And I guess Light of Dawn makes sense. I mean, you can also do Bestow of Faith too, right? So that could maybe be incorporated into a melee build. You just throw Bestow of Faith in there. Goodbye, Holy. Yeah, maybe they'll adjust it a little bit. I'm sure they got a lot of feedback on it, though. That is a good point. I never consider it like that. That is a very good point, chat. Well, the beta's train dummy one and strike. Let's shut the server down. You know, I can see, dude, they're just the hardest working train dummies, and they're just getting abused by the playing community, man. I don't blame them. Now, when you put it like that, I don't blame them at all, honestly. Yep, we're monsters. We are monsters. God, dude, some of these songs I'm like a big fan of. I know it's CS songs, and they're just like there to make sure that we can play some uncopyrighted stuff. But god damn, boy, it's good. This one I like a lot. I don't know why. I think it reminds me of like songs from like 2000s or something. Maybe like somewhere subconsciously, you know. I was trying to show you what reversal and dummies. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, reversion, because the dummies are taking like giga damage every single second, so reversion lets you like reset it completely. You know what I mean? Alright, let me peep this, man. Let me check if there's like a post. Let me check if there's a post since the servers are down anyway, man. How dare you, Blizzard? I'm excited Disc will be back. That's another spec I gotta play some more is Disc Priest, if the servers are up today at all. Just get decided for any class. It's a hard decision, man. They really did not make it easy. Like, the more we play the beta, the better classes have been getting. I'm not gonna pretend like every class is perfect, but like our classes improved quite a bit compared to like what we have in Shadowlands right now and where we're heading into. Like, they've done a pretty good job, man. I mean, I'm pretty satisfied with where Rogue is at. I mean, even with the nerfs, like they did nerf our energy regen a little, but it's not the worst thing ever because it does open up more builds. I thought honestly we were all going to be ambush build and I was kind of okay with it, but now it's like all the other builds are a little bit closer to one another, to be fair. All right, is there any notes? Dragonflight class design process? No. Dragonflight development notes 4 days ago. Nothing at the moment. Yeah, nothing new. In fact, they only recently got a nerf for all those classes like 4 days ago. You know what I mean? That's about. Yeah, nothing new at the moment. I guess you just gotta wait a little. Tier set updates, I'm guessing, hopefully more. Yeah, I imagine, because they do have a bunch of tier sets they are hoping to implement. And there's some really good stuff in there too. Like Guardian Druids is getting a better tier set that's gonna synergize with their playstyle a little bit better. Retribution Paladin are getting that walking away from Consecration playstyle. Yeah, Arcane 4M+, yes or no? Honestly, CMAC, it could be good, man. It could be good. It depends on the tuner, but I feel like it could be good because you got a funnel playstyle, but you got a lot more AoE. I feel like you got a lot more. Oh, well, Jack is back up. Hey, beauty, how you doing? How you doing? Pop back up. Does that mean it's gonna pop up soon, though? Or are we gonna have to be hopping on live here in a bit? Do some keys there. What are we doing, chat? I got all classes and every spec played. I love it all somewhat. I got 3 mages, 2 paladins, 60. Bro, you gotta just level some other. You gotta level the variety if you haven't got variety yet. How's Vantage Demon Hunter feeling? Actually, pretty good, David. They're very familiar. Although, getting back like the Legion artifact weapon, oh, it's so nice. They did adjust your fracture versus shear to be a little bit close to one another. You know, there are times where I actually prefer a shear build if I'm playing like that cleave build, where I'm actually focusing on generating as many resources as humanly possible. So shear, as weird as that ability is, and as kind of like couple-tonally can feel, actually starts to feel kind of better because then it can kind of maintain that buff at all times. Plus the tier set, getting like an aggressive shear build, that's all about maintaining as many resources as possible and just going for as many carves and cleaves as you can. Just the number, not as much like quality cleaves, but like as many of them as possible, or explosions for that matter, like soul bombs. A soul explosion, soul bomb. Yeah, that actually feels kind of okay. I like defensively too. I feel like they're fairly tanky, like passively. They don't need to. I mean, you still are gonna kite like high-end mythic pluses, like when pushing, but like you're not gonna have to like kite on the 15. You know what I mean? You can rotate enough defenses where you can feel pretty stable, and that is nice. Just feeling like control back in the spec a little bit, while still being like, you know what? You have mobility, you have all these agility abilities, you have all these maneuverability, you have a lot more damage now that you can pick up from your class tree as well, which is kind of nice. It's really good. I think it's overall feels pretty good to play without being too different. It's similar, but in like similar with some old school favorites returning. I will enjoy the drag tier on live and the pre-patch. I'll get used to it. Yes, yeah. This is why I'm glad that they're doing like at least what sounds like, if the pre-patch comes out at the same time the season ends, a month of pre-patch. This will give players plenty of time to play their classes and get used to the new talents, try different builds, see what works, see what doesn't, right? Especially with Evoker, that'll be a perfect opportunity to try and see how Evoker plays and get used to the soar mechanic, the flying mechanic, all that stuff. Yeah, I think it's gonna be fantastic. Hate when they did it with the red, so sad, the only class I play. Really? So for Retribution Paladin, they didn't really give him anything new, but I feel like they gave him more buttons to press, Rob. I don't know, I've been kind of enjoying, like, and maybe this is me, as someone who doesn't play a lot of red and regular, I love pressing exorcism. I like the whole AoE dot interaction it has with Crusaders, or with Consecration. I kind of like Consecration, like being able to line it up as part of my ability damage. And I love having a B-res. And I like how they took a lot of the tier sets and certain Covenant abilities from Shadowlands and incorporated into the talents. It feels like I have always like someone to press almost always. As long as I'm like, you know, managing my Crusader Strike, when to build Holy Power, when to not build, when I want to cap out of 5, when I don't want to cap out of 5, you know. Like, once I get the hang of that, because I'm still not great at it, it feels like I always have something to press. So I do like it. That B-res feels really good to do, man. I feels like, oh, I got a B-res. It's just so natural for a paladin to have a B-res, man. You're a class that's like, you're the support class, or originally when Vanilla was like a big support class, and being able to get another support ability is, I don't know. I feel like it's like a glove, it fits. It's nerf version, dive, toll sucks now, the necro ability is a joke version. I don't know, it seems to do quite a bit of damage. Because it's not even like a necrolord ability, it's like tied to judgment. The nerf version of divine dive. You mean toll? Divine toll, is it any different? Is divine toll any different? I think the only thing that doesn't have is the condi for it, but like the actual ability and the legendary effect is still in, right? I don't know. If you're talking about like it's missing the conduit version, I could see it, but also the condi. What I didn't like about it is it's RNG. Right? Sometimes you'll press it and you'll get a bunch of hammers and it's cool. Sometimes you'll press it and there's nothing and you're just like, well, I guess I just don't get bonus damage. I thought it was a bad design. So I don't know. No ring clarity. Yeah, I thought it was badly designed from the get-go. You know, I'm not a big fan, and a lot of players in the community don't enjoy that much randomness with their class. I play an Outlaw Rogue because I like Outlaw. I am fine with a certain amount of randomness. But from my time doing YouTube stuff, I learned a vast amount of players. I can't say for majority, but it feels like a majority. A lot of players have told me, I don't like the RNG. I like to have the predictability. I like to be able to press buttons and have that agency. And when you have the RNG, it takes the agency out of the way. And it's like, sometimes you get a big proc, and sometimes you just get nothing. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's boring now. It's boring. A fair point. Fair point. For Assassin's Rogue the most. Assassin is just so good right now, man. Deathmark is a very interesting ability. I like the way that it functions with these poisons though and bleeds. I think it's going to be interesting. I love the changes they've done to Assassination too. It may make it a decent AoE spec. Who knows? Yeah, the procs feel great. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. They can't really change it by now, but maybe they'll consider maybe adding something like that in the future in like 0.1 at this point. This is it. What's up, Shep? I hope you have a good one, man. Stopped playing a while ago, but watching the channel and made me love the game again, so I thank you anyway. I got early start tomorrow, so gotta go night all. Thanks so much for coming by, Luke. Appreciate you, man. Even though they're not here, but I appreciate the wait. I wish they made black DL spec for Evoker, a black Dragonflight spec for Evokers, and be like melee hybrid. I feel like if they added him even one single melee ability, players would find a way to play him in melee if they could. And they're trying really hard not to add another melee class to the game because the game is already saturated with a lot of melee. They're trying to add a all range class. As much as it would make sense to have like the red and blue Dragonflight be the caster, the green and bronze to be the healer, and then the black Dragonflight be like a tank spec. It's, I don't know. As cool as it would be, I understand why they're not doing it. You know, like maybe I could see them bring. You know what? I'll do this. I'll do this. If they maybe removed survival as a melee and brought it back as a ranged, and they added a tank spec for Evoker, I could see that happen. I could see something like that happen. and just give him like melee agility gear or something, just because I don't know, or maybe be the first tank that scales with intellect. That'd be interesting. Intellect scaling tank, that'd be kind of cool. And just give him mostly like a melee playstyle that utilizes intellect. It'll be weird, but gearing wise, it'd be weird to compete against like a melee class for intellect gear. So maybe that would be like, okay, you use agility, but in the future I could maybe see him do something like that. At some point. I mean, you're just basically adding one extra spec in the game, and you'll use a lot of the similar abilities to just modify them a little bit. You wouldn't have to change the playstyle, I think, too much either. Just have some sort of a tank mitigation. But I'm sure they would have to go like all out and make something unique and new. Although I don't think they have to. They'd probably like borrow like a little bit from Demon Hunter, a little bit of Grandmaster, a little bit of Warrior, a little bit of Death Knight. Kind of just put some together. I don't know though. Maybe. This is Dalaran. What's up? Just hi to my man. Hunter, best class in the game. Go BM. Yeah, BM is actually really good right now. I like the stuff they've done with BM so far. I'm actually very happy with it. I'm very surprised that I like BM, man. BM hasn't really been my favorite, honestly. Well, like all of Shadowlands. But yeah, any deal servers will be up. I wish I knew, man. I wish I knew. They honestly, we weren't even aware that would go down today. It's a Tuesday. We were surprised, like everybody else, they even are down. What we'll do, chat, is I think I'll give it like 5 more minutes. And then what I think we'll do is maybe we'll go and do some live stuff while waiting for the servers to come up. As soon as the servers are up, then we'll hop back on. I want to see what new class changes they do. Unless the servers are just down because of like a bug or an issue that they're solving. I'm hoping it's a new build, because that'd be exciting. 25-yard range may be okay. Melee stay, and melee at least 25. For Evoker, you mean the tank? Maybe. What's up, Sinclair? I'll do PvP tuning, new PvP talents for all classes. I would be okay with that. Now that they got like their talent tree set up, more talent and more PvP talents for all the specs would be awesome to see. I don't disagree with that at all. I've memed with a friend who's main in DH now. I'm kind of jealous. Bro, DH is looking good, honestly. Actually looking like a real spec. Oh, did you guys also hear that apparently in the WoW tools they found more voice recordings of Drakthir? I want to see if I can find it myself. Hey, value 11 months, my man, almost a year. We get it in there, boys. Yo, value, thanks so much, my man. Yo, give me that second, value chat, my guy. For being a member for this long, supporting the stream. Hey, yo, part of the stream team for so long, my guy. I appreciate ya. Hey, yo, how you doing, my man? How you doing? Yo, can we get a hashtag of value in chat, boys? Showing our appreciation for becoming a member yet again. Thanks so much for continuing to support us, my guy. Appreciate you. How you doing, beautiful? Hope you're having a good one. Hope you're having a good one, my man. How you doing? Oh my goodness, my guy. Almost 12, man. How you feeling about that? Almost 12. You want to make it 12 more months afterwards? Thank you so much, guy. I really do appreciate it for the support. It's been absolutely generous, my guy. It's always a blast seeing you in the chat. I'm good. Taking a bit of a break from WoW. Yeah, good time to take a break, honestly. Now that we know when pre-patch is going to be up, now is the perfect time to take a bit of a break. Waiting for Dragonflight, playing some Warframe. Yeah, this is the perfect time to take a break, honestly, chat. If you want to take a break, and just to make sure you don't get burned out, especially if you're the kind of person that burns out easily, you gotta just want to like kick it back a little bit. Do some dailies on WoW, but like not burn yourself out and grind. Unless you got like some season stuff that you're trying to finish up. Like let some characters casually, man. Play some other stuff in your free time or whatever. You know what I mean? Now would be the time to do it. Now's the time to do it. What's a pre-patch? So we don't have a release date for the pre-patch, but we know the season's ending very, very soon. Let me bring up the WoW post on it. But the season is ending very, very soon, chat. Very soon. We got here we go. Here we are. So this is it, man. The blue post. Shadowlands Season 4 will be closing the week of October 25th. Here's what you can expect. Shadowlands PvP Season 4. Current season Content will end at 10 p.m. night before maintenance begins for each region. With the season's end, it will no longer be possible to earn seasonal rewards, shadows, or Shadowlands Season 4 rankings. The current end for Mythic Plus's current season will end on 25th, on 26th, and 27th in Asia. Ratings will qualify for the 0.1 Shroud the Hero title. Title of the Shrouded will be rewarded during the following weeks of season ends. We should wait for changes of factions. We should change to wait. So be sure to wait if faction changes. If change your factions until you have received the title. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why I couldn't read that. But yeah, so they didn't say like, hey, pre-patch right after, but usually pre-patches during the time when season ends. These usually coincide. But again, they didn't say anything like specifically either, so who knows. Let's Overwatch 2 miss already? Yeah, I haven't played Overwatch 2 at all, man. I gotta give that game a try. I gotta give the game an actual go. Even though, what's up, Sean? How you doing, man? Oh, man, we're good with my guy. Sorry, watch your stream, man. Made by Shadowlands and played since then. Hell yeah, dude. Yo, if you started watching the streams, but you actually went out and bought Shadowlands, man. One, I feel a little bit bad about that. I'm sorry, because of the way Shadowlands turned out. But two, I mean, I did maybe something right at that point, yeah. Maybe I did something right at some point there. Yeah, but pre-patch should be soon read. So imagine like in 2 weeks. So that's when season ends. I imagine pre-patch is in 2 weeks. Has to be. It's gotta be. Are you gonna main Evoker? It's definitely consideration shamanistic. Definitely consideration. I play Guardian Druid. You know, Guardian Druid haven't changed much, but I do like the fact that you get your artifact weapon ability or a modified version back. I like the fact that you got that Moonfire build. I like the fact that apparently Maul is a useful ability. Apparently Maul, at the state that it's at right now as a bear in single target, you actually want to press Maul. Like if you got Rage and you got a proc, Maul. It's weird because normally you never Maul as a bear druid, but apparently it's better than Iron Fur in terms of like how much damage reduction it provides. Or yeah, or maybe the damage plus the damage reduction ends up being very good on single target situations. I think it's still Iron Fur when you get hit by AoE, but apparently it's kind of getting there. You can actually do it in pre-patch. So you will be able to in pre-patch, you still can run Mythic Plus dungeons, you just won't get the rewards. You can still PvP and rated, you just can't get the rewards. You can still raid and get gear and get mounts from there. You can still, you can level. They're going to be doing leveling changes where I guess Shadowlands becomes part of the expansions you level through with Chromie Time. You can play Evoker, you can test your Evoker and gear Evoker and make an Evoker. You will probably be some sort of like a pre-expansion event. There's usually some sort of like an invasion event every single expansion or pre-patch of expansion that lets you catch up with gear and kill some world bosses and do some stuff, and it's usually really cool. So you can do that. So there's some stuff to do, mostly catch up stuff and prepping your characters and making sure you get the final stuff done. But yeah. So you got a date just joined. So we don't have a date on pre-patch. All we know is that so we know when the season ends. We're guessing that's when. Okay, let me explain this. So we got a post from Blizz that season 4 ends in roughly 2 weeks, October 25th. They didn't outright say that pre-patch is going to be that same day, but based on the last few expansions, that's usually what that means. So we just have basically every indication that that's when pre-patch is going to be, except for them saying that that's when it's going to be. So I am taking, you may say like, now you may be taking a bit of an inference here. I'm just going by like prehistoric dinosaur age Blizzard stuff. You know what I mean? It's as true as, you know, like two things can be expected out of Blizzard. When season stuff ends like this, when certain dates sign up, when certain leaks come out and then seem to like get one thing right, it usually means the Blizzard releases themselves and they're doing it themselves, and it's usually like very, very straightforward without them saying it. It's usually what it means. Or another thing that's true about Blizzard, if something's fun to do, you'll nerf it. So this is why, Chad, I've been steadily hanging out over in the beta. And you know that the toy we talked about earlier that changes weather, I literally reported it the other day. I was like, hey, this is really fun. You guys might have to nerf it. That's the Blizzard way. I want to see if they do it. I want to see if they do it. Maybe it's a BM. I'm joking. I'm too much of a bitch. I couldn't say it up to them, dude. I was like, I don't want to be mean. I don't want to have some kind of like some dude pulling up the ticket. Oh, let me see what this useful bug report that I have in my mailbox. Let me see what this useful bit of information that's getting added. What is something that needs fixing? And they get my message. I was like, I just thought to myself, like, dude, they probably get so many of those as is. They probably get stuff like, this class is busted, nerf it all the time. So I just didn't want to add on to that pile, you know what I mean? I even said writing nice messages, like when they started doing different backgrounds for like classes in terms of talents. They did like the background for Azure Vault for Arcane Mage. I was like, wait, you guys should totally do that. I did a bug report in talents. I was like, you guys should do that for other classes. And then they actually started doing it. I don't know if that was like, you know, my message resulted in that, but it's awesome. I like the backgrounds they've done so far. Login music sounds epic. Wait, there's a login music now? Hold on. There's new login music? Wait, what? Hold on. Is there a WoW head thing on it? Login music added. No way. Hey, yo, where? Wait, hold up. Is there actual login music? They pushed an update. Hold up. Let me do this. Let me log in. Let me just exit out and see if there's an update. If there's actual login music, we can just listen to that for a bit then. Check updates. It still says up to date. Is it hotfixed? I'm in PTR, you're not in beta yet? Is there actually a beta PTR one? Oh, wait. You're right, PTR does have a newer build. Like, by one. It's newer by one. Hold on, let me check the PTR one. Hold on, is there actual login music now? Wait, now there's a PTR test update available. Wait, is it? Now it says PTR update is available. But I'm already opening a PTR. Try to close PTR. Alright, give me the update. Alright, there is an update. At least for PTR. I don't want to hear the music though. Is it good? Does it sound good? Please be good, man. Dude, some of the songs they've added... Dude, I think Legion songs are my favorite songs. Like, for all the 4 zones. 5 zones. Minus, like, Argus and Broken Shore. I like the music in Legion. High Mountain. Stormheim. I think Stormheim got to be my favorite. Azuna. Valshara. But, like, I'm really hoping that these will be good. Sound pretty good? Hell yeah. Yeah. PTR got to be first. Also, notice they update one over the other. Maybe they're trying to push some kind of update to PTR internally, just to because maybe they have like an internal version of the PTR realm. Maybe they just gotta update all PTR public ones and internal ones all at once. So probably a test like something on their end in terms of like the pre-patch event and stuff. Because they've been doing a lot of more internal testing than anything. You can't buy challenges anymore. I don't know. Actually, that's a good question. Hopefully it's better than SL. I was really a fan of the music at SL. I think some of the songs on SL were good, but like. They were like really trying to build a whole like Maldraxxus. I like the Venthyr one with like the whole vampire theme, but I think maybe it was like, I don't know. It was, yeah, I don't know. It's, I don't know. It felt like it was themed, but it wasn't as much of a sense of wonder, a sense of mystery. You know what I mean? Like Legion music, there was always a sense of wonder, and then the music in BFA was also pretty good. I thought like the troll themed, the Kulturen themed. The piano, the mystery of the Drustvar, the violin-esque music of Storm Song, and then you had the swamps of what's this called? The Nazmir. I don't remember what the music there was. I think Muldoon music was good though, wasn't it? It was like a little mystery there all the time. Yeah, BFF music was good. Yeah, I think it's the thing is it gotta have a bit of mystery. But like Bastion was like, oh, you're basically in heaven. Cue the horns. Oh, you're in Venthyr. Cue the court music. Oh, you're in the forest of Fae. Cue the Fae music. You know, it wasn't like there was much exploration or like something mysterious there. You know, it was just like, okay, this is the theme of the zone, and you kind of knew what to expect in a way. You know what I mean? Is more to this music I thought was pretty good. There was a lot of mysterious stuff there. I like some of the chimes and like some of the sounds they did. But yeah, it doesn't really. I don't remember it all that well. That's to be honest. I remember hearing it. PTR loans because I do DF music. Okay. I'm trying to update PTR if it ever lets me. Hold on, pause. start. Maybe that's what I gotta do, because it's taking forever to like initialize. Ooh, by DF now you can play Shadowlands. Yeah, I should be able to. The quests and zones of Legion were really good. Yeah, they were really good. I enjoyed the hell out of it, man. Legion was a bob for me, honestly. Legion was so good. It took a bit. Okay, I'll give it a second then. Plus, we're waiting for Dragonflight beta anyway. I don't know if you guys got it. If you're getting up there or not. It's not really starting. Pause all. Start all. Like I don't know what to do. What are you gonna play today? I was really hoping to play some beta, but it looks like we're playing the loading screen generator because the servers are down. Apparently they're pushing a build. I was gonna play some Arcane mage. I actually loaded up and ready to go. Legion best add-on. Dude, I really did enjoy Legion. I have some guildies that didn't like Legion at all, but they like warlords of general. So it's one of those things where, and you guys know how I feel about WoD. It's one of those things that are just like, oh, okay, we're just not gonna agree with that on that ever. But I love Legion, man. I thought it was good. I think the AP system was fine. The problem with it is he didn't know the AP system afterwards and know the AP system afterwards, and it's like in retrospect it just feels terrible. But like the whole weapon and the AP thing, what I liked about Legion is, as someone who didn't really raid or didn't really do a lot of endgame stuff until towards later the expansion, really didn't get into endgame stuff, I felt like there was always something to do, even as someone who didn't do like endgame mythic raiding. You know, from the mage tower to the artifact weapon to the different skins you can get, diving a little bit into mythic plus content, which was new. Besides that was just what, raids and PvP, and that's really it. So that I did towards the later end of the expansion, but I wish I did it from the get-go, man. I would have had so much fun. I just didn't have any PvE friends. I wasn't really a PvE guy. That was my first expansion where I got CE. Prior to that, I was just a PvP guy. But the fact that it was just the fact that I could stay so busy without even exploring like 2/3 of the endgame content, the dungeons and the raids that much. I mean, that says something about the expansion, man. It was one of those things where I just wanted to log on and do stuff or just waste some time on there all the time. It is so good. All right, let's try the PTR thing with the music. And we'll see how it is. That was more Legion on one character. Yeah, that's how I felt. Wait, so I can just kind of do this, yeah? Music, audio, music. I'm gonna make it super loud, chat, so we can listen to it together. Let me know if I need to be quieter or louder. Oh, that was so good. I like the transition. I like that. It came back to the that classic WoW thing. Ooh, listen to that. Ooh. Okay. Very classic WoW? Yeah, kind of. Yes. Very, very, very. It stays to the original and borrows from the original, obviously, but it does add new stuff in there. I'm a fan of this. I like this too. Oh, now I'm excited how the zone music is gonna be, man. Yeah. Oh, I like that. Something different. But it makes it the current expect? Yeah. Okay, some actual horns in there. Or violins, strings. Almost kind of gives us like a hopeful sound. Interesting. It's giving me chills though. Yeah, I don't hate this. Like, I actually like this a lot. Yeah, the music and the art team are insane. Like, just looking at the background, dude, it's so good. You can see the smoke rolling off, the trees swaying, the leaves, the sounds of water. Yeah. That sounds awesome. Is that different or is that the same? It is different. Okay, no, it's the same. I do like that. I like kind of how it starts out with a horn. Almost gives me like Prince of Arabia kind of sound, but then it just like changes. I like it though. Wow. Actually so good. Okay, that's loud. That's loud. That's loud. I like it. Wow. I'm actually very, very surprised. That is really, really good. Are the servers up? Question. Are the servers up? We'll see. You want to do stuff on PTR? Wait, PTR is up? Is there anything new in PTR? At all? Hold on. Is there anything new in PTR? Because PTR is up. Is the beta up? Is the beta back? What's happening? So why is PTR up? Is the beta up? Do we have new stuff? Do we have new class changes on here? What server are you on? I think I'm on Broxigar. Yeah, I think I'm on Broxigar. Wait, do we have anything new? Like, do we have like a new event or whatever? Let me check real quick. Feels like walking through Northern Struggle for the first time. In a way, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it's really good. Beta down? Okay. Thanks for letting me know, chat. As soon as beta is up, man, I want to hop on. But on PTR, like, I want to see if there's a new class changes. But if there's nothing new except for the music, you know, how to race swap each character. So on PTR, randomly the game will cycle in a random like account actions on for every character you craft. So like every time, every like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, it'll just give me like random things I can do with my character. That's what it has, like all those like, oh, faction swap, race change, all that stuff. It just cycles in and gives it for free. I literally don't control it. Every time you make a new character, it has a chance to just roll it on you. Just in case you want to switch, in case you want to swap, in case you want to test that feature, in case you want to report some bugs on it, or in case you just want to try something different, go from Alliance to Horde, Port Alliance, for any reason whatsoever. But yeah, is there like that for, Did I lose my... I think I might have lost my whole setup that I had earlier. Also, my camera's all weird. Wait. Okay, cool. I got another town point apparently? Did it change anything? On Windwalker, I can't really see what's different, if there is anything different. I can't tell what's different, actually. Or at least I'm struggling to tell what's different. Did it say anything new for Red? Yeah, I want to see if there's anything new in terms of like capital cities or whatever. So I need to keep making new classes to try race combos. Well, technically on PTR, like every time you copy a character over, it has a chance to give you one of those if you want to try it. But yeah, on PTR, like if you just want to like say like, okay, I want to make a let's say I have a human rogue, but you're like, you know what, I want to try Tauren rogue. You can copy your rogue over, and it sometimes will give you a race swap or a faction change or whatever it is. And you basically keep copying the rogue over and over and over until you can get that random action on PTR, and then you can switch around. Or you can just like copy the character over, leave him there, wait 5 minutes, see if it will give you the action, and just make a bunch of characters on there. But yeah, like I would just recommend like copying a bunch of characters in PTR, and sometimes the game will just throw out random like faction swaps, race swaps, or whatever. You can just change it then or there. It is free, but PTR is there for like testing purposes. Somebody says the new profession icons now. Oh, the bags are still in. Profession icons I think are from the beta though, so I don't know if that's really new. Also, all my bars are all kinds of weird. Oh no, I'm gonna need to redo my bars at some point. Actually, not even my bars, it's like my abilities, rather. Okay, that actually works out. Okay, that'll work. Let's see if there's anything new at all. Warrior doesn't have Blazium anymore? Fury Warrior doesn't. They get Ravager instead. But Fury Warrior Ravager makes a little bit more sense. Oh! Oh, okay, hold on, chat. So, Dragonflight pre-patch PTR build is now a candidate release build. They changed it so it's now a candidate. At the bottom left it says release. Can I zoom in on that one part? See this release now. Okay, so they are prepping it for pre-patch, man. It's guaranteed then. Okay. But I think Ms. Dragonflight is coming soon after. It's important to know even though this is Canada build, it does not mean Blizzard is done with the changes. Yeah, that is true. Doesn't mean that they're done with changes. I'm asking if anything is new on here. If they got maybe like a new update or whatever. Do we have any more assaults? Do we have any quest lines in here? Anything at all? Oh! Oh, there's elemental assaults. Elemental storms. In Azure Vault and here. This is supposed to be something in Goro Crater. An assault of sorts. Huh. Fast tuning and changes on pre-patch PTR. Development notes. Oh, we got notes. Oh, chat, we got changes. Hey, let's go. Okay, so we got changes here. Taking a look at what's expected of this week's update on the PTR. Oh, okay, this is coming onto PTR before beta? Shatterbone, damages by 40. Properly deals damage to teams that consume multiple charges. Interesting. Frost. Everfrost damage per stack is increased by 6 instead of 4. Budding Cold and Crystal Muscles winter damage by 35. Shield Stick no longer costs runic power, not costs 1 rune. Interesting. Demon Hunter, Soul Raining, Metamorphosis, all those things. Okay, so a lot of these changes from beta are coming over to PTR, like nerf to Demon Hunter, nerf to Retribution Paladin, nerf to Rogue. That's most likely what it is. And balance nerfs too. And I think it's about it, right? Dire Beast, damage increased by 400? What the? 400 more damage? Barb Shot damage was 35. Yeah, it was doing a lot. It was doing good. Damage reduced. Oh, missiles nerfed. No. Spell damage reduced by 20. No, dude. I was just having fun with Arcane. That scales. Wait, Arcane Echo that scales with Master damage reduced by 25. Okay, so that's buff and a nerf. Enlighten, Arcane damage damage by 6% while above 70 mana was 8. Oh. Clearly reduced by shifting power. Oh, that's good actually. Mana Gem. Became a 20% damage to 35. Dude, I just talked about how Arcane mages are looking good for M+, but still, man, that's Arcane missiles damage by 25. For it, yeah. Cyberpunk is gonna be unhappy about that. Monsieur said they didn't change too much, did they? Secret diffusion increased stats given. Oh, they bought that actually. Wi-Fi reduced ceiling by 25 for receiver. Okay. And she takes a 30-yard range. Oh, that's good. That's actually really good. 30-yard range healing, man. Let's go. That's big. That's awesome. Zoom against in haze rather than stat value. Okay. Cooldown reduction that could trigger 10 times attenuation. All right. Pally changes. Retribution nerfs. Priest. Body heal. Rogue nerfs. All expected. Shaman. Issue the Gathering Storm skill damage incorrectly. Correct issue preventing crash storms from crash lightning. Correct issue with Maelstrom upon not counting. Storm Flurry no longer benefits from Storm Blast bonus nature damage. But Storm Strike. One strike. Cooldown lowered to 7.5 to match Storm Strike's cooldown. Storm's Invocation. Now default to Lightning Bolt if you have not used either spell. Storm's Invocation will no longer consume benefits from more than 5 Maelstrom per 1 strike. Corrected an issue where 5% bonus for major Maelstrom was a function when overflow Maelstrom was selected. Lightning Last not properly affected by mastery enhanced elements. Hey, buffs! Wait, so they fixed a lot of talents, but I think what they're doing is buffs now affects lightning. Lightning for all spirits, nature damage increase buff. Yo, good. Global cooldown scales with haste. Awesome. Ice Strike no longer properly not usable while silenced. Good. An Earth Living increased by 2 to 350. Awesome. A refractured all bleeds effects to ensure the received damage modifiers correctly can critical. Oh, okay. So this seems like a buff. All crits can properly crit now. This is good. Barbaric training, protection, revenge damage. Oh, they actually buffed revenge damage. Yo, no way. Stuttering strikes, necro consume rage when is annihilated. Berserker stance increases the auto attack by 15. Oh, okay. This is good. This is good. I think this was on live though. Cross faction has been able for rate to solo shuffle. Hey, yeah, warrior. Bounding stride. Cooldown now has a 50% effectiveness in PvP. Speed increases has a 70% effectiveness. Double time cooldown now has a 50% effectiveness in PvP. Really? Okay, interesting. Nerfing the mobility a little bit for PvP specifically. 3 extra bars were added. Enable them by going to options, gameplay, action bars. Hey, wait, they actually added more bars? Action bars. Oh! Look, 3 more action bars have been added. Oh wow, you have a lot of action bars now. Like if you just want to go like really busy, look for your gameplay. That looks good. No still no Warcraft PTR? Yeah. Yeah, unfortunate, man. Unfortunate. Why is it tracking trivial quests? It's tracking trivial quests. Yeah, that's a lot of action bars, man. Thank you, Blizzard. Yeah, I think it's really good. It's good that they added more. Really good to see. Alrighty. What else is new, man? There's gotta be at least something that's new, right? Possibly? Wait, are my images not copying my abilities anymore? Wait, hold on. Why are my monk images not copying my abilities? Wait a second, what? Huh? Oh, so why only have I 1 charge of this? Aren't I supposed to get 2? Huh? What? Oh, that's weird. Wait, did they even do anything then? I should have had details rolling the whole time. Did my monk images do anything? Wait, did they? That seems like a bug. Have they made it so you can move your Casbars yet? Targets Casbar. I don't think so. Let me look. Silent Windwalker nerf. Yeah. Hey, Wolf 4. Oh, okay. Bye. Alright, I could maybe check. I was gonna say, why is he floating? But wait, can I click through this now? Hopefully I can. Okay, so we have the Casbars. I have my Casbar. I can't see any I can't move any Casbar. Target and focus. I can move my target. Kind of more in the middle of the screen. Yeah, I can't really move the bar anywhere. Okay. Yeah, their cast bar. I don't think I can move it. Capture bar, sense bar, buff frame. I can move the whole like. I can do buffs on top. If I do buffs on top, can I make like their cast buffs on top? No, cast bar is still down below him. It's still gonna be below him. Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess it would be kind of nice if it was super customizable like that. But yeah, can I click you now? Oh, wait, can I? Okay, so the made it so you can't click through, it just doesn't highlight properly. Can I click through bars now? Yes, I can. Good. Oh, they fixed that bug at least. Alright. Are my images really just not doing anything? Wait, my images are literally just auto-attacking. Why are they doing that? Why are my images just auto-attacking? They're literally just auto-attacking. That feels terrible. What is this bug? Yeah, Windwalker got nerfed. Images auto-attacking. Images aren't... My images aren't mimicking Mimicking my abilities, just auto attacking. That's weird. Image bug was happening to my mage, just had to reload UI. Wait, so is it just a reload UI, but they actually... I can't click submit button? Huh? Blizzard! I can't click submit button. What? Hold on. Hold on, let me just... Report an issue. I'm clicking it. I swear to God, they're like, man, this last build, it had 0 bugs, but it's such a good job, boys. And here we're like, ah, please, they gotta know. Oh, wow. I can't, yeah, try to reload. You're right. Wow, I can't believe, I just can't believe we had such a good, still can't do it. Ah, like I'm clicking all over the place, but I can't click this one. Ah, man, this last build was just bug-free. Good job, team. QA did work. Wow. And I'm like, ah, help. That button, literally. I can't even report it either. I literally can't report that the button is broken. Can I report this, maybe? Also that button. Okay. Well, all right. Yeah, my images are not following my action, boys. Look, they're just auto-attacking. Is that normal? There's no way that's normal, right? There's no way that's normal, right? Tell me it isn't. Tell me it ain't so. Yeah, they're just straight up auto-attacking. I just nerfed my damage just so they can auto-attack. Oh man, it's been like that for a week. I've been using it. I have been using Serenity. Wait, really? Has it been like that during duels too? Also, they made it so the guy actually looks dead when you feign death. That used to be not a thing. That's new. You used to be able to still see their health bar. If you on monk, not really. No, not often. Really? Okay. Well, I guess I'm Serenity gamer now. Ads. I don't know who invited me, so I'm gonna say no, just because I don't know what the guild is. I just wanna do me a favor and check if the passive is in spellbook. If the passive is in spellbook, which passive are we talking about? Which passive are we looking at, friend? For Stormwrath and Fire? Which passive are we talking about, friend? Does this eventually mean the pre-patch is coming this week? Probably next week. Or not this upcoming reset, but next upcoming reset. So in 2 weeks. Probably in 2 weeks. Likely. But we'll have to wait and see. Try tabbing from the onto the next button and hitting enter. Try tabbing from the text button and hit enter. I don't think WoW works like that with like tab. Like, hey, tab, enter. I don't think it's... Yeah, WoW doesn't work like that with tab. You know, it doesn't work in like... Kind of like how you would use a website and you would like type something in like search and you could tab around and like give it different selections. You can hit enter when you want to click on something like without a mouse. WoW doesn't really work like that in terms of like the text boxes. The passive for your image is to copy abilities from the challenge tree. I think it's a bug. The passives aren't activated in the spellbook. Stormwrath and Fire. Passive that there are in my... Is there supposed to be a passive? You may be right, actually. While active, cast Stormwrath and Fire again when fixated. Directly control spirits. Mimic your attacks on nearby enemies. It's part of the ability. What I could do is this. I could maybe swap specs. I could just swap it to like Brewmaster or go to Mistweaver and then swap to back to Windwalker and see if that fixes it. Sometimes sometimes that can fix. Oh! That's a cool background. I like this even more. Yo, wait, yeah, that looks so good. Oh, I think they even updated this. They flipped it. They like flipped it a little bit. So now the hand is on the other side. I like this background. That looks good. I love the Mogu statue. That looks good. That still looks even better. Oh yeah, I like that version. Yo, dude, what's up, Corey? I see how you doing, my man. Hope you having a good one. Light changes. Okay, I'll just run with this. Did I get the passive that I was looking for? Okay, let's just try it, see if it works. Jab. Kick. Yeah, they're not kicking or anything. Look, if it's a Fury and sweeping, they're not doing any of those things. A little bit disappointed. Also, why didn't they have the second charge? Aren't they supposed to have 2 charges? Weird. Over the inputs are no problem, man. How's you feeling about Warrior in DF? Maining Warrior since the BC, but I got that time for me and really well about DF. They're fun. They're actually so good. Warrior is so fun, it actually made me want to play one as a main. I don't know if that's what I'm doing. I still am deciding what I'm going to main for Dragonflight. But Warrior is definitely one of those classes that's on the list easily. Because of how fun they are. Like, Fury and Arms both are just incredible. I like them a lot. So, yeah. If you just want like my opinion, what do I think about Warriors? They look fantastic. Look incredibly fun right now. So yeah, I like them a lot. I guess I'll go Serenity. Yeah, I was trying to see if there's maybe anything here. Yeah, PREPATCH is fighting back promos around Azeroth. Yeah, it seems broken. I don't think it's broken. These guys are talking in chat that the invasions are broken, but I don't think they're in at all. I don't think we even have invasions. Let me remove the eagles. Out of here. Beautiful. Dude, I love that it's added snapping feature. It's going to make it so much easier for me to set up like a UI and like actually make something functional pretty easily. So, man, what's up, Bird? How you doing, my guy? I hope you're having a good one. I'm doing great, man. On PTR right now. We're all going to be on beta, but beta servers are still down, I think. So we're on PTR until beta's back up. I guess what I could do is this, right? Not raid bench. On PTR while beta servers are down. Here we go. Because we're not technically on a beta, but like it's as close to beta as it comes, really. I guess. People say look at it. Oh, I'm flying around. I'm flying back and forth aimlessly. What am I trying to do? Yeah, for some reason my image is just not attacking the dummy. That seems really, really bad. On the images, unable to mimic my abilities. That means it works now. Ah, come on, man. That's super unfortunate. Alright, is there anything new here, man? Is there anything new at all? I'm not seeing any assaults or any invasions. As for class changes... Wait, didn't we just earlier see dragon invasions? Did they turn them off? I swear to God, I thought we saw some earlier. Can we go there yet? Hold on, I want to see if the boat was there. I'll start playing again on PREPATCH live. Yeah, it's probably going to be in 2 weeks, man. From what it looks like, probably going to be in 2 weeks. I'm excited. Dynamite class tuning for PTR build. A large nerf to Ursak's Fury Town for Guardian. Really? Oh, I gotta test it out now. PREPATCH will be on PTR next week. Probably not next week, but the week after that. Most likely the week after that. Yeah. It looks like there is a guy out here with a boat. But I highly doubt he'll let us go, right? It just says check back soon. Hold on, so what does it say? The dock serves as a landing for the Relentless. They've been chartered to Alliance as a main transportation for diplomats to Storm Culturas. The ship will take us straight to Borealis Harbor. Sorry to disappoint you, we're still working on getting the rugged dragon scale seaboard. They check back soon. Okay, so they can't even go there. Wasn't there supposed to be a NPC somewhere out here that sells you catch-up gear? I swear to God they had one, but then they removed it. Makes you like question, like, was there actually one? Was there ever one there, or was it just like a accidentally there? I don't know. But yeah. They changed Apocalypse PvP silent. It won't be on City anymore. Did they really? Okay, hold on. Let me see this. Shattering Bone, Abiding Cold, Chill Streak, Everfrost. Oh yeah, Necromancer's Bargain, 15 seconds. It means what, 30 seconds then? Wait, so 45 and 45. Yeah, you're looking at like what? 25 seconds maybe? Wait, 35, right? No, 30. I think 30 seconds CD. It's still a CD though. It's still gonna be a bit of a CD, but that's interesting. Yeah, I think it's gonna. It was cheesy, man. It was a little cheesy, but it's understandable. It's kind of understandable, honestly. Tuned to Azerite gear. I don't know why, but they did. Astral Smolder, additional 20% of spell damage. Oh, they buffed the Astral Smolder ability. That's awesome, boss. 20% of your spell damage over 4 seconds. That's sizable. That's actually really good. Stellar Innovation, they changed position of some of these talents. I gotta peep those at some point. You actually change from 2 seconds to 1 second. After 1 second, wild mushrooms are gonna be more immediate. That's really good. I like that a lot. They nerfed Orbital Embrace a little bit to make it 25% more damage instead of 50% more damage. So they're taking away some of that burstiness out of it. They didn't change anything here, did they? Or Sleeper or Sax Fury. Didn't it say that one of the Guardian Druid abilities got nerfed heavily? I thought that's what they said. Evoker. Additional enemies will 12 yards of target well empowered. Wait, what? 12 yards. But it still says 2 enemies. Oh, okay, they just removed that. Okay, I think it's still the same. Over time. Oh, they changed Dragon's Breath, so it's only damage over time buff. Oh, that's a nerf for the burst, but still. That was going to be a really good damage, though. Deal 20% more damage, but like, now it can do 40% more over time. Nerfing it, man. Nerfing it. Good thing we got that recording, though, before they nerfed it. Flow state. Empowerment spells cause you to flow. Time. Wait, what? For preservation, empowerment spells cause time to flow 10% faster for you for 5 seconds. Wait, that's actually really good. Wait, that's insane. Time flow? Yo, wait, let's go to reduction. It's crazy. And then rewind. I got changed a little bit. Looks like nerf maybe? Or changes power spell coefficient. I don't know if it's a buff or nerf, honestly. Fire breath got what looks like buffed. Yeah, it got buffed. But I think it's like from the earlier buffs on. Blast Furnace, Fire Breath, damage over time lasts. It's a damage increase. Oh, they have a talent that increases instant damage now. Wait, so you still can do a lot of instant damage. So you can do more dot damage and more instant damage. Wait, they actually buffed it. Never mind. Forget about it. Yo, it's still good. No smack, no silver. You can still do more instant damage. It's just a separate talent. You don't have to pick up that talent. You can invest into something else in the spec tree. You can you still keep the instant damage up to 20% if you go for Blast Furnace. But just Blast Furnace no longer increases the damage over time of the breath. Instead, it's a spec thing now. So you could spend that spec point into anything else. That's a buff. This is a buff. You don't need to. You can take it into class talent because you got to grab it anyway to get further down. You could grab it into class talents and you can spend that spec talent point into somewhere else. It's a buff. What is similar to what they did before? It's it's basically the same, but you get a buff. You get 1 more extra talent points in this class tree. It's a it doesn't change. It stays the same. You're still gonna hit hard. It's a buff overall. That's good. Yeah, the nerf in Arcane Mage is a little bit to bring down their power. I feel like out of all the specs, that's the one that stood out the most recently is Arcane Mage. It was doing incredibly well, but it looks like some of the I think the only big damage buff that's getting brought back for Arcane from what it seems like is maybe missiles. That's gonna reduce by quite a bit, but like Arcane Echo, missile combo, Arcane Surge a little bit, and the actual damage buff afterwards. But you got a cooldown reduction for spell power, Enlighten, damage reduction, touch the Magi. But like all the other abilities like Arcane Blast, Barrage, all that stuff will still help pretty decently. They're just really toning down your burst and like your missiles combo. Yeah, Seawork isn't gonna be happy with it, but I feel like you still will be able to do quite a bit of damage. Because it's like very specific abilities to get a nerf, but I'll need to talk to him. Maybe that'll be enough to like destroy some of these playstyles. Who knows? Awakening nerfed it. The Barrier of Faith, healing 75 spell power. I don't know if that's better or worse. Let's change the coefficient on it. Regardless of a hand, more procs. That's good. It wasn't procking a lot, so it was kind of worthless. Damage taken reduced by 3%. So wait, 3% baseline instead of 0? That's a 3% less damage taken for prot. That's actually kind of good, isn't it? Because I guess baseline was 0 to start with, and it was increased by mastery. And now it's a baseline of 3. Atho, could you double check for it? By the way, Cry, hi, my man. Hope you're having a good one. Bulwark absorbs 25% of damage. Yeah, nerfed it. That's okay. Moment of Glory looks like I got buffed in value here. Jumpers got nerfed, but that's red pally stuff was expected. That those looks like buffed. Depth of Shadows, I think, buffed a little. The math on it is a little different. Remember that damage increased by 12? Is this an Azerite thing? Oh, it's an Azerite thing. Well, yeah. Forget about it. I was like it was an ability. Oh, this thing can reset on cooldowns? Good. Reset on cooldowns? Yeah, reset on cooldowns. Good, good, good. Oh, wait. Reduce the cooldown and cost. And cost. What does that mean, cooldown and cost? They buffed Earth Living Weapon by quite a bit. It'll be kind of okay. Warlocks didn't really get much. Berserker stance is more effective now. I like it. Barbaric training getting buffed. Oh, okay. Is this a type? Is this like a text change, but non-functionality change, or is this an actual functionality change with rage? This is pretty good. Did they buff this? For Fury and Arms is going to be 70% more damage to 30. That's a buff. That's an AoE cleave buff. Okay, cool. Yeah, so in terms of like class stuff though, it didn't really change too much, did it? It did say Boomy's changed into the talents a little bit, didn't it? Ursox Fury for Guardian Druid. What? Okay, I want to see this for Ursox Fury thing for Guardian. Ursox Fury. Thrasher Maul absorbed 30% of damage done. Oh, that's a pretty big nerf. Wow, that is actually sizable. Yeah, that is something. Wait, up here. Didn't know when Mr. looks in PvP. This should be a little bit better, but I have no idea how much better. I'm just trying to see if I can log off, but the game is kind of bugging. Is the beta back up, boys? What chance is the beta back up? Because I'm trying to log off and it's kind of like... yeah, it's kind of lagged me out. Looks like bears to go back to the Zoom. A little sad, man. But Misery should be a little bit better, I imagine, because they are getting a lot of support for like range healing and melee healing. Still down. Unfortunate. They need to change the catalyzer of Evoker, doesn't affect proc chance and this is cast from flame. There's still not yet to change where catalyze for Evoker doesn't affect the proc of this. Doesn't really. Hard to be worse. You think Dragonflight were better than Shadowlands? Hard to be worse. I mean, that's a pretty good way of putting it. I think it's going to be better. I think overall it is going to be a better experience. Yes, I think it should. Like, so far they've done a lot of good with it. Like, no more bar power and go into class changes. Adding more depth to our classes instead of like giving us a toy to play with. That's like an expansion specific toy. Might decide to close it here in a second. I'm going to give it another minute. I'm going to give it another moment rather to log me out. Maybe I should just fly into like way out into the distance. Fly into the Dragon Isles. Just gonna start running. Just a running man. Where did it say there's gonna be like infection or elemental invasions? Did it say it's gonna be like, I know Ungora Crater, but I think it'll like Uldum, right? Maybe? I'll try to run to Uldum. Yeah. Just gonna start running. Yeah. I'm really torn between Affliction and Warrior. Yeah, both of them are looking good, honestly. The PvP too? Should be pretty decent, yeah. We said about Shadows compared to BFA. That is a good point too. I think a lot of people have had like healthy amount of skepticism with Dragonflight. It's like, I keep getting excited about some of the stuff they keep putting in, but then I'm like, I keep trying to like tone down my own excitement to be like, okay, hold on, let me look at this from a different angle. Is this actually good or is it not good? So far they've done good though, like on paper. They've changed the classes, so we're looking at depth and customizing our classes, giving a lot more agency in terms of how we play our classes, rather than play bar powers and like, I mean, Covenant system had the whole like, you gotta wait before you can swap Covenants, you got this legendaries, you got this store guests you gotta farm, you got this Covenant thing, you gotta do Condis, all that stuff. You don't have to manage that at all. They're like, alright, you get talents. They're robust, there's a lot of choice to play, a lot of ways to augment your class, a lot of different abilities being brought in from old and new abilities being added, class tree as well as a spec tree, quite a lot of ways to customize lots of different builds, and they keep tuning and buffing things in order to make more, make builds a little bit more even with one another. So like if a build is too strong, they'll nerf it. If a build lacks value, they'll buff it, which is good. PvP, they're solving a lot of the gearing problems with PvP by like, okay, gear right now, you need to get certain rank in order for it to scale upwards. Okay, let's just remove that out of the game completely. We'll just remove the scaling altogether. It just scales up to max in PvP. You don't have to grind the ranking. If you want to grind ranking to like take it into dungeons and raids, you can. So like raiders and dungeoneers may want to use it, or maybe if you're doing PvP and you want to do some dungeons once in a while, you can. But like you don't have to anymore. Great change. Great change. Instead they're focusing on adding depth to systems like professions, which have been dull for a while. Good change. And they're doing something fun with dragon riding. They were not sure if people are gonna like it, but they're like, you know what, we'll take this artifact power customizing system and put on your mount. And surprisingly, people enjoy that a lot more than normal flying. Good. That's great. The environment looks fantastic. The zones look awesome. The dungeons so far have been pretty good. There's new mechanics in there. Plenty of stuff to challenge players. What else is there? You don't have any like grinds you have to. Oh, the whole renown system is a little bit different. It's no longer like the Shadowlands renown where you have to grind it. It's sort of like it replaces the reputation system. That's basically what it does. It replaces the reputation system. So instead of having rep the way that a rep normally works, you just instead you kind of do rep through renown. We have like a set amount of things you can do every single week. You do those things, you're good. Crafting is now more open to other players because now you can make crafting. Like professions actually gain new benefit. Right now, professions you kind of need them to craft legendaries, to craft all those things, get consumables for raid stuff, all those things. And here they're like, okay, well, somebody can become really good at making like plate pants, and if you put a work order with them and you get the materials, you can still utilize professions without you having to necessarily be the one crafting with those professions. You get someone else to do it for you as long as you got the mats. It's awesome. It's a great change. A really good change. I'm a big fan of that. No more professions in the beta. No, there's still professions in the beta. It just beta's down right now. Blue post an updated raid schedule. Is there? Okay, hold on. Let me peep it in a second. Good. Good. Do they have Mythic Plus? Do they have anything? Okay, let me look. Here, let me just look. Let me just look. Alrighty. You're right. There is a new schedule. What are we looking at? Alright, so we got ourselves. Schedule has been updated with this week's testing encounters and current testing. Thursday, October 13th. That means we are. I guess we're streaming some raid testing then, boys, yeah? Or Bob shot a little? Yeah, they did. I guess we were doing some raid testing on 3 bosses. Doing Primalist counts of Mythic, Aeronog, and Senether Cold Breath. Friday, they're doing Mythic testing and normal raid. Okay, so Friday is when it starts. Ends on Monday in October. Okay, so I have to. Yeah, we'll have to get the. Wait, no, that's old, isn't it? That's October 13th. Oh wait, that is new. Okay, for some reason I was thinking that was old for some reason. I'm literally going senile over here. So the next week is October 21st and then 28th. And they have Rate Finder. You can just do the whole thing on Rate Finder. Okay. I think doing a full normal test run is going to be good. Oh, no, this is like just Rate Finder, testing all those bosses. Never mind. Oh, Monday, October. Oh, you can just queue for Rate Finder. That's what it is. Okay, I see. Okay. But it's good to have normal raid ready to go this weekend. Cool. Hey, Dal, how's that been looking? I think they're looking good. I think Shut Up is actually looking kind of good, chat. Like, I think they've done... They're not finished yet. I don't know what else they would need, but I think they really just need a little bit more tuning, a little bit more positional adjustments for some of the talent stuff. But yeah. Let's see if I can switch to PTR here. Yeah, so this character is all kinds of bugged. All kinds of broken. You can run around the world. You can float around. Swim. And roam. But like, I kind of just want to look at the class changes. So I guess we're going to close it. I'm trying to log out. It doesn't let me. We're just going to close the chat. Alright. Are the beta realms back up? Or are they still down? Let's skip a couple of songs here if you guys don't mind it. A lot of bug fixes needed. Yeah, like we just found the whole like for Windwalker Monk, Storm Earth and Fire, just images are not mimicking your abilities. So hopefully they'll get fixed. They've been doing a lot more hot fixes and stuff, so hopefully they'll maybe start prioritizing like, some of these class changes and bug fixes via hot fixes soon. Just because I think this will be really helpful. Don't I have a character in Dreamgrove? I do. Well, let me get on this guy. I want to see some of the boomy changes because I adjusted some stuff a little bit. I second believe that Amazon messes up listening so bad that it makes Dagger Bronze Dragon. Okay, so I saw that what you guys I saw that on Wowhead. Didn't they also they made a tweet, I think. I think they tweeted and apparently that let me check. Let me just double check. Wowhead. They tweeted about it. And they had an update. I don't think that's actually true. But I could be wrong. Okay, so the Bronze Dragon Khadgar thing. I don't know if you guys were there. Blizzard has confirmed that the Bronze Dragonflight list in the description was an error. The correction almost confirms the existence of the book listed to be released on Amazon. So there's something about the book about one major character being a Bronze Dragon all along. Blizzard has confirmed that the Bronze Dragon listed in the description was an error. So I don't think Khadgar's actually a Bronze Dragon. I don't think they're going to be retconning him like that. Because that would have been weird. But yeah. I totally get it. But it's like, I don't think they're actually doing that. I get it. But apparently they confirmed, wait, that's not right. So it looks like Amazon may be made of oopsie. An oopsie, a doopsie. Where does this go? Here? But yeah, that's why it's good. Sometimes it's just good to wait and see and double check. Because sometimes you're like, oh, this thing sucks. And then seconds later it comes out and it's like, wait, that thing isn't real. Okay, never mind, all good. All good in the world. Alright, Boomy. I wonder if the backgrounds are ever going to change. What's another class who hasn't had a new background in a while? Yeah, Boom is about the same. I don't think I changed that much. So what is new here? So I know they nerfed this a little bit. So they have Warrior Balloon down here, actually. Wasn't Warrior Balloon like over here? I guess it made it so the Force of Nature's up here. Starts to deal additional damage, extend durational dots. Okay, so they could like... Oh, this is good. This is a good chat. They opened up so you can do mushrooms without having to pick up Star-Lord. Good. I have a buddy of mine who hates Star-Lord. He hates... Oh, wait, this no longer compete with True Moons? True Moons over here now? Huh? Since when? If I want to grab True Moons, I gotta do this? Okay. Oh, this is here now. During solar eclipses, Starfire generates astral power. So during solar eclipse, Sunfire generates additional astral power. During lunar eclipse, Moonfire generates additional extra power. Cool. Mushrooms. Oh, Pulsar. After eclipse ends, you gain haste. I do like that buff though. I do like that a lot. Extend my dots. Extend the Reno. It just balances good. So they put this down here now. Because I guess that's Fear of Arloon. I guess it makes sense to put it over here. Friend of the Fae. Okay, interesting. So they kind of dot build. And then like... bonus ability build, I guess is the best way to put it. Or like New Moon, Pure Balloon, resources, more astral damage. Okay, interesting. That's not the worst change. The worst one that I've seen in chat. Yeah, something like that. So how does this play? Oh, we should go to like Borealis or something. Oh my god, that's so much to set up with my abilities. Oh, I hate how all my abilities are all weird. Oh, not a fan. Alright, let's see if I can go to like Borealis or something. I want to AoE things down for a second. Warrior Balloon being a capstone, really? It was a dead talent anyway. That is weird now that you put it like that. Yeah, I just don't know if they had like a good spot for it. So I think they just kind of stuck it towards the bottom. I did think it was maybe like a bit of like, it's just not that great of a... Okay, so there may be a playstyle for it with silver. Hold on. There is actually, I think, a synergy now though that connects from that ability. I'll show you what I mean in just a second. Once the Dalaran loading screen finishes after its year-and-a-half journey of getting to the end. Legion Dalaran, beautiful zone, but the loading screen has been like someone that played Legion expansion for the longest time. Alrighty. Oh, okay. I guess that's one way to get out of there, right? That's one way of doing it. Trying to move myself a little bit here. Mushrooms go in like a target position, don't they? Or me? Child? At the target enemy's location. Okay, so it is a target enemy. Got it. Got it. Okay, let me go to Stormwind and then I'll go Borealis and then I'll share the synergy. But it could be actually kind of okay. It could be kind of okay. We'll learn scaling from new mastery and the stellar bonus talent. Yeah, like it could actually be kind of okay. It could actually be really good. Yeah. You know, dancing maybe lol. Did it really? Sorry about Nathan. I don't know what was dancing. But no, it doesn't have to be dead talents. As I was telling before I level 1, they're fun as hell, Tyler. They're awesome. I've been enjoying them, man. I enjoyed them a lot. Alright. So, Astral... Why is the background gone? Astral Smolder, together with Warrior Balloon. So, Warrior Balloon, United Starfires are instant cast and generate 40 increased astral power. And critical strikes from Starfire and Wrath cause them to take English dots. I mean, you could kind of have a combo like this, right? So you can apply more dot damage, in a sense. You could also increase the arcane damage, like right here, and you'll go into a full moon. So you could have like Moonfire and the Lunar Eclipse buff the damage. So I guess it kind of like there's some synergy there, right? Maybe like I don't know. Like now that I say it out loud, it's a little loose, but I don't know. Warrior Balloon, it also didn't really have a good spot, and I feel like this is probably better up here than what they had. I don't know. That's just how, at least how I feel about it. I feel like it's an okay spot. It's not the greatest. It's not a great capstone. I don't disagree with you on that. It is a bad capstone. Like you wanted something powerful at the bottom of the capstone, but it just didn't have any good spot anywhere else. And what was replacing it, what was in the spot with it, like I feel like the switch that they did is a little bit better because the ability towards the bottom also wasn't great either. So it's like you kind of just switch into abilities. What am I on, if you remember? Broxigar, I believe. I think most of my ults on PTR and Broxigar. What's the best mage PvP for Dragonflight? Hard to tell. Arcane mages have been doing really well right now. Frost mages apparently can do well. Fire apparently has been a little undertuned. So right now I think it's between Arcane and Frost, but Arcane is getting side tuning backwards to reduce its impact a little bit. That's viable tune to main do well. I imagine it would be T-Walker. They've been doing really well so far. They haven't seen too many nerfs. If they continue with the same trend and the tuning is favorable, then they could be in a good spot, man. They could be. No guarantee, but they could be. As long as I don't see too many nerfs. Should be okay. Yeah, like what was the other talent that was replacing it? It was like Stellar Innervation towards the bottom. It wasn't great either. Like, I don't know. Is Warrior Balloon as good as Sundered? Not necessarily. Could Warrior Balloon be good for like a Starfall build? I think actually it could be. Pretty good for like a Starfall focus build. Honestly. Oh, wild mushrooms do damn. And they got a dot too. Let's go. I like that. I also gotta moonfight these guys a bit better. Gotta do a better job of that. If I leave an eclipse, I imagine like the cost would be lower. But I gotta use my Starfalls back to back, just so I can chain them. So now the cost is reduced and value is increased. But it helps to like chain a bunch of them at once. Gonna chain. I think we kind of want to maintain it for as much as we can. You want to try to see if we can chain and clip into each other. Yeah, works out. You chain again, then you go for another one, and you chain again, and then you go for another. Oh, now there's a bit of a different flow with this class. I like it. I don't hate it at all. Then there's gonna be downtime where you kind of want to channel your abilities. And I got my tier set, which is gonna be good on resources. It's gonna be incredible on resources. Let's be honest here. Even like my haste numbers, yeah, it's actually in the negative. Literally no haste. Hold on, I need more haste in this thing. I got no haste. It's crazy that Solid Enhance and Affliction Enhance have a recommendation of using 4 Mayo substacks if you have no ability to use them Mayo. I mean, if there's nothing else to use, then yeah, it's worth it. I remember in Cataclysm was very similar as well. Only played Nothray and Assault and dipped. Is it safe to come back out of hiding hole for Affliction? Dude, let me show you some Affliction by the way, man. I gotta hop on Affliction real quick. So overall chat, there's some adjustments with talents. Warrior Balloon is like the biggest change. They do free up Wild Mushroom so you don't have to play to Star Lord, which a lot of people are going to be happy about. They're just a position of Thunder Firmament and the Mood Tower version a little bit higher up. That's really about all they did here, yeah? They just take a closer look later, but from what I understand, that's all they've done. By the way, can everybody check out the betas back up? Real quick. I want to show off the Affliction Warlock build. Daemons in Revendreth, that'll work. I'll just make the build. There's a big dot build you can do. That's like all damage over time. I think you'll like it. Let me show you. What am I on if you're a Broxigar? I think I'm Broxigar. Also tonight, chat, normally would have a raid stream. However, we're going to be diving into that castle, not Castle Nothrium. It's supposed to be Sanctum this week. Yeah, it's supposed to be Sanctum this week. But I think what we're going to be doing is doing Sopho Mythic first. And then doing Sanctum. So, I don't know if I'll end up streaming it, to be honest. So Franz can get some tuning. So balance to it specifically, new connection exists between the Moon Chapel and Orbit Breaker. But your abilities get moved around. Orbit Breaker ship triggers every 30th start instead of 20th, which makes sense. Oh, restoration, all healing spells reduced by 10%, bro. No way. All healing spells reduced by 10? I missed that completely. What did restoration druid nerf? Why? What did they do? What did I do? Imagine being a resto and just chilling, just having a good time, and you got nerfed by 10%. What did I do? I mean, I guess they have like all these talents above their healing, so maybe that's done to counteract it. I am interested in Dire Beast Beastmaster gameplay though. I like the zoo build potential. Yeah, so there's actually a couple of things here that are new. Is there anything for rogues? No, it's all nerfs. All nerfs. Blizzard hates rogues. We're gonna be fine though, I feel like. I do like the enhanced summon changes. It's a lot of bug fixes, but like a lot of these bug fixes are gonna make these abilities more impactful. This is good. Earth Living I'm actually kind of interested in too. There's Bus of Warriors as well. Alrighty, I am in Revendrath. That's not where I'm meant to be, but I guess I am. Camera. It's a cool add-on called Dynamic Cam. It'll shoot your camera depending on like which environment you're in. I like it because it can do like spinny thingy. Basically, it can spin the camera all around my character. I like it a lot, but sometimes it's kind of awkward to use. It's great for like when I'm doing video stuff, but it's a little bit weird on stream at times. So let me go and head over to the Venthyr Sanctum real quickly. And I want to show you guys the Affliction Warlock build. This is really fun. Is it over here normally? Port? So I'm trying to figure out what all these abilities normally are. I lost my challenge, didn't I? No, I didn't. It's just a different build. I guess it was a Mayhem build or something. Alright, we'll go Affliction. And we'll go big dot damage. I'm actually so excited. I think they finally, chat, they finally got one of the talents to work properly. I don't think that talent was working well last time, but now it does. And it's like a Malefic Rapture one. It's so good. It is actually surprisingly good. I had no idea it was going to be this good, chat. Along with Lego's Condi's last. Legendaries and Conduits will be in play until... I think Conduits still work if you head into like do Torghast. I think Conduits still technically work if you're inside of Shadowland zones. Outside of that, like inside of dungeons, inside of PvP, instead of non-Shadowland specific things, I think they're all disabled. I think legendaries may work in Torghast and stuff, like I said, but like it's a bit of a I don't know. I'm not even 100% on that one, to be honest. Yeah, so none of this stuff should be functional. Like you shouldn't have to worry about it. Once the pre-patch is here, you should be like, okay, I abandon these things. Got it. You know what I mean? You should be able to easily abandon that stuff. Okay, I gotta reload, I guess. Okay. At what level I'm in? 65? Basically, as soon as you leave Shadowland zones, even at 60, if you queue for a BG during pre-patch, is disabled. If you're in a dungeon, is disabled. If you're outside of Shadowland zones, it is disabled. If you're outside of Shadowland's content, it is disabled. If you are nowhere near the realm of death, it is disabled. So like none of those things work anywhere outside of Shadowland's specific things. So if you, let's say, pre-patch comes around, you're like, you know what, I want to try my class in the Mythic Plus dungeon. I'm just going to run Gambit 15 with some homies. And you go into the Gambit, you go inside of the dungeon, disabled. You start the key, none of the stuff work. You just have a Lego, it becomes a normal item. The effect itself is in there, condies don't work. Yes, so they've really tried to disable that stuff outside of very specific Shadowlands things. Like out in the open world, condies probably work, legends probably do stuff. Let me actually look. Do they light up? They light up. Normally they wouldn't be, just because I'm in these zones. So I'm actually going to swap them out for like an item that isn't a Lego, just so I don't have like anything screwing my damage output. You know, just kind of something plain Jane stuff. Yeah. Yeah, so they've really like, okay, it's gone, it's dead. Let it rest. Let it sleep. You know, it's, yeah. All of these things are to stay in Shadowlands, and they're not to carry over anywhere. You're not gonna have them like get disabled once they hit a certain level. It's just as soon as you leave anything that is Shadowlands related, it just doesn't function. So yeah, you can still go back. Like if you want to hit some train dummies in Shadowlands using condies and Legos, just see how hard your class can hit. I'm sure you'll be able to. Or if you want to take it into Torghast, I'm sure you'll be able to stomp over everything. I don't know if Torghast will scale with you. I think it has maximum scaling with like, you know, as you're leveling, because you'll be able to level through Shadowlands from level 10 and above. And you like as through chromate time, and part of that chromate time leveling, you will also, I think, be able to do Torghast level as well. So there will scale from like, you know, 10 to 50, but I think about 50 like nothing scales. So you can like get to level 6, 70, go back to Torghast for like achievements and rewards or whatever, do like the Jailer's Gauntlet, and like over level and overscale everything so nothing hits you hard and you just obliterate stuff. I imagine you can do that. I'm not sure how it scales or if it does scaling at all. I don't think it does though. I believe it shouldn't be doing any scaling, but I could be wrong. Won't be the first time, honestly, but I'm pretty sure you don't get any scaling whatsoever. What else am I trying to do? Trying to get some stuff. Yeah. And I want to go full dot rod build. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, this is the favorite part. So we don't need seeds. I just want to go damage over time, I think. I guess we'll do corruption. That's good. What is what I want to put for dot stuff? Harvester. Oh, okay. So I can't do it all, Chad. But this town. So I'm limited on what I can do in terms of my town stuff. But I recently learned how this ability works, Dread Touch. So you remember how for the longest time we were doing keys and stuff, we're like, oh yeah, how does Dread Touch work? It just doesn't really seem like it makes any sense in terms of like the tooltip. It just is weird to tell exactly what that means. So when you put up a Malefic Rapture on things, like let's say I put up a Malefic Rapture on this guy, or I guess one of these guys. Put up Malefic Rapture or UA on him. I got a UA. I pop a couple of Malefic Raptures on there, and now I have the Z buff of Malefic Affliction. So for the rest of the duration, this ability is now going to do more damage. The Affliction on that target will just do 30% more damage. So what does it mean, like, if Malefic Affliction exceeds 3 stacks? That means if you have 3 stacks of this and you hit up Rapture, it puts a buff. Enemy takes 20% more damage from dots for a couple of seconds. And you can chain it. So now you have a playstyle Affliction where you don't want to spend all your shards. You want to chain them to keep that buff going. So in the end, you could basically make a playstyle where you're trying to maintain the most amount of dot uptime on the enemy without of course, without losing your Malefic Affliction stacks like I did. Anyone can try to chain it for as long as humanly possible. I just want to kind of just maintain it. It's a maintenance buff now. It's a maintenance playstyle that actually propels your dots to be a lot more effective. So let me do this. I'm gonna go and clear this in a second. Want to refresh my stuff. Refresh my buffs. Refresh UA. Yeah, clear my buffs. So now there's just me maintaining. Me using maintenance and drains. So just maintain it when we can. And we'll drain outside of that. So I think Drain Soul is actually getting a lot of procs. That's why it's doing so good. But normally, like, my UA will be a lot higher. I guess if I were to just let my dots fall off for a second. Although I don't know if I'll be able to, because Corruption is just going to be to keep ticking like that forever. And ever and ever. But like UA can really catch up on damage very quickly. You know what actually what I'm missing? I'm also missing another talent. I'm missing this right here. Haunt spell increases the damage of your overtime effects on all targets by 20% while active. So not only do you have a 20% dot increase here, you have a 20% dot increase there, and you have all these ways to augment and buff up your dots. Yeah, it's actually kind of good. Like, it's actually very, very effective. It makes dots really good. Your 4% Crescendo, by the way. Yeah, Crescendo too. I forget about that. While Agony, Corruption, and some effects are active, your Shadow Bolt, 10% chance to make your effects cost. Yeah, that's true. That is very, very true. And then my Corruption damage increased by 25. Each cast extends duration of Corruption, Stable Affliction, all that stuff. Yeah, I'm basically trying to like ignore that tier set because we don't get to play with that in Dragonflight, really. See if I can reapply my dots on this guy again. Where's that corrupted guy? Okay. Try to see if I can replicate it again. Okay, so now we maintain this for as long as possible. I just wanted to show like how dots can like be a lot more impactful as Affliction. I guess I don't really need to refresh my dots ever, do I? Because the buffer just maintains forever. I really wish I had that hunt dot increase though, because that ends up making a pretty big impact on beta. By the way, our beta starts back up. I really want to show you that damage on beta too. Oh, UA? Guess we're gonna lose it. But look, like a stable Affliction's competing. Like the whole time is doing damage over time. It's actually kind of competitive. I think I lost my buff for a second there. Like the entire time I'm just kind of using filler abilities. Just maintain the buff. Makes dots a little bit more impactful. This would be really good for like fights where you don't have a lot of uptime. I can reapply UA just to make sure I have a fresh one. And I feel like Shadow Bolts will be even stronger when you don't have a lot of uptime. You just want to get an insta cast in there. I know Shadow Bolt isn't really something that a lot of Warlocks play with anymore. But like I think it'll still be really good. Like Drain Soul gets a lot of value because I'm getting a ton of procs for it. Like Nightfall procs are just massive. But like outside of that, like UA actually does stuff. But again, I'm missing like a crucial component too. So imagine this with like perma uptime of dot damage on a guy. Like Affliction, if you ever played Affliction that was like very dot focused, I feel like you could really make that Affliction that's super dot focused in Dragonflight quite easily. Very easily. And I'm really happy about that. I just wish I had more talents to put stuff into. Is Mage Shower in Dragonflight? Yes it is. Mage Shower is in Dragonflight. They are scaling it and they are tuning it. In some cases, I've tried Mage Tower on a couple of characters. Fire Mage Tower version is a little bit harder now. Fire Mage Tower is a little bit harder than it was. So if you are trying to get Mage Tower stuff done now, if you have decent amount of gear and follow the guys that are currently available, get the Mage Tower done before a pre-patch. If you're not sure if you're going to be able to, like if you don't want to have a hard experience with it or a different experience, I'd say start working on them now. How's Josh looking? And how's Frostmage looking? Both are looking good. I like the changes they've done to Frostmage. It really added more Ice Sense focus, Frostbolt focus, Blizzard focus, a lot of crit damage too for PvP and PvE. And they also made the cooldown reduction of your Icy Veins work passively, not just inside of Icy Veins window, but always. It's slightly reduced, but all single target crit damage helps reduce the cooldown of your Icy Veins. So it's a lot more consistent. You basically have Icy Veins all the time. It feels very similar. You just don't have to like pop Icy Veins and like sprint to do as much damage as you can. Like if let's say you have downtime instead of like Mythic Plus like going from trash bag to trash bag, it'll still passively keep doing this thing. You don't have to like maximize this value while it's up. If that makes any sense. Jester Warlock also looks really good too in my opinion. I like the stuff that they're doing with it, man. I feel like I needed more talent points in order to really make some Destro builds. But it's some really cool stuff they're doing with Havoc Destro. There's an ability called Mayhem, which basically replaces Havoc, where Mayhem can randomly proc Havoc on nearby enemies, and you can it sounds really chaotic, and it is, but it's kind of cool because you can take the ability of either Pandemonium, so Mayhem can proc more often, or Cry Havoc, where Chaos Bolts cleaved by Havoc will also explode on nearby enemies for 2,409 damage. So it's pretty good together. I really want to try to see if I can maybe make a build with the Crash and Chaos and Power Overwhelming, but I kind of need Madness to make it work too. I don't think I'll have the points to really invest though, so I'm not sure if I just put enough points in. Maybe I'll be able to make something happen. I don't think I can pick up both. Yeah, I will not be able to pick up both. So we'll just go back to this. But you can basically play like this big Chaos Bolty cleaver build, but it's actually kind of fun. It's pretty cool. It's like passively you're passively cleaving things, which comes down to like a little bit of RNG, but like this ability procs a lot. And you also have this playstyle with Rolling Havoc. If you always have it to cleave, or if you always can cleave something down, yeah, always having like a target you can potentially cleave down does let it stack up very quickly. And because of the way that Mayhem kind of functions, it's like very randomized how often it procs. You can kind of just like sometimes chain it and then maintain that buff almost permanently. Not exactly permanently, but almost. Because it can just chain over and over and over. It really, it's literally Mayhem because it's like completely randomized in the way it works. But like just being able to chain random Chaos Bolts, I feel like it just fits into that whole Destro is just a, you know, just a wildfire of damage. So I think it kind of fits in that regard. but it ends up being kind of good damage. I really want to try it because it seems like it could be like really good cleave, focus, single target with a little bit of cleave on the side too. I mean, like Cry Havoc does quite a bit of spread damage too. Like you can just basically bypass the whole Rain of Fire play style and just be Chaos Bolt Warlock. And I think it's really cool that you can do Chaos Bolt Warlock, Incinerate Warlock, Immolational Warlock, right? Different aspects of the gameplay can be exemplified. Hell, if you want to play like a weird Soul Fire cooldown reduction when an enemy is alone, help with some execute potential while playing instant cast and instant cast crit damage build with a little bit of rolling fire with demon fire, and maybe going for like an infernal or maybe like a burn to ashes build, you could totally do that too. You could totally do all that, or just go dimensional rift if you played back in Legion. There's a lot of ways to play Destro. I really like that. Like just the fact that there's options. Hopefully all these options will be tuned well. I think most of them are generally tuned pretty okay. But yeah, it just either way, I'm just kind of hoping that everything is going to be tuned. At the end of the day, everything is going to be tuned well. But there's a lot of options to play. I don't know which build is going to be good, but it's a lot of fun stuff to mess around with. Like Mayhem that kind of sucks because it wasn't really proccing. Now we're proccing Mayhem. Mayhem is fantastic with the procs. Here we're proccing Mayhem again. We get a couple of back-to-back Chaos Bolts in there. It's just really, really random. But if you're fine with a little bit of RNG, I feel like when you play Destro, you have to be to some degree fine with even a little bit of RNG. It's like playing Outbrook and hating randomness. Like it's just not the spec for you at that point. You know what I mean? It's not gonna work. You will definitely need to find yourself some more consistent, but for this spec, it feels pretty good. I don't know. I think maybe Rain of Fire build would be a little stronger, but I do wonder like this could be good in like big AoE situations. Random procs versus guarantee. So you have control of how you want to play it, how you want to do it. And the capstone traits, you basically get the tier set with the blasphemies and summons and ritual ruin, which you don't have to grab with blasphemy. You can kind of just grab the whole like your next ability is going to have a cast time or soul shard cost reduced or become free basically. Pick up Infernal and buff up Infernal, buff up the gameplay of Infernal to spawn more or get more cooldown reduction. Infernal can either do more damage or give you more cheaper cost of casts. And down the middle, you can either go for like more dimensional rift for resources and just damage, or just buff all your mastery to have more control. If you just like controlled gameplay of Destro, by the way, background changed quite a bit. That's new. That used to be a little different. But if you like having more control as a destruction, you can just bypass the whole randomness of mastery. Your mastery just kind of randomly can increase the damage of your abilities. Your abilities do like what, 20% more damage, and sometimes you do 20% more. And you're like, you know what? I kind of want consistency. Just grab Chaos Incarnate, Chaos Bolt, Rain of Fire, and Shadowburn. Always gain maximum benefit from mastery Chaos energies, so you can have a lot more control in your gameplay. Right? You know that your abilities are going to do the most amount of damage possible. You're not a fan of that chaotic nature. You want to just rein it in a little bit more. So I like the thematic aspects of it, but also the gameplay aspects of it too. Pre-patch when? I imagine in 2 weeks, man. I mean, season 4 is ending in 2 weeks, so I imagine pre-patch is gonna be around that time. But we'll see. Oh, did Pog false alarms smudge? Oh man, I was hoping maybe it would be updated today. How's Retchy? The Ritzy got nerfed, but even then, we looked at him yesterday, they still feel pretty good to play. I think overall, Retribution isn't changing that much, but I feel like with the current playstyle that it has over in the beta with all the talents, you do get to use quite a lot of abilities in terms of like rotation lead. It feels like you have a pretty busy rotation. And you do get more support for a Consecration build. I know Consecration is like normally just drop it down when you have nothing else to suppress, but here you have more support with it, which I think makes it kind of interesting. Plus, I feel like after Shadowlands, a lot of tanks have learned, like, oh, you're dropping down Nightface Spirits? Okay, I don't drag out of the Nightface Spirits. So more tanks are like, okay, let me bring him into the AoE ability. So with Consecration, like, tanks sometimes are going to move him, but a lot more tanks out there is like, wait, AoE? Let me put him in there. Let me plant him in there. It's more damage. A lot more tanks are now used to it. They train them all expansion long, so maybe Consecration may be viable. Hopium, 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 Copium. You know? Did you get a good birthday day as well? I did have a good birthday up city. It was super fun hanging out with all of you. Shaman friendly. True. Shaman also got a really good setup too. Yeah, Shaman's look amazing. The nuke does down. I saw Seavark. The nuke missiles, the nuke debuff from power, the nuke touching the magi a little bit. You guys still have good barrage. You still have good arcane blast and all that. So it's Seavark. I feel like maybe arcane mages had a little bit of damage to give though. I feel like you guys' burst was kind of nutty. We'll see though, I guess on the beta when we do testing. In your opinion, was it best time to level 12 alts from future to 16? Definitely don't level them like in a... Don't give it... Just start leveling casually now. Don't burn yourself out, as I guess what I'm trying to say. If you want to level some characters, now would be a good time to start leveling. Even if you're not planning on like playing them in the end game, getting them ready before pre-patch is not a bad idea. Especially because right now, before pre-patch hits us, we got a leveling buff. Use that leveling buff, it'll make it that much faster. So if you got a bunch of characters you want to go from 50 to 60, do it now. The way to level, the faster way to level is dungeon grinding, but don't burn yourself out with dungeons. Do some world stuff, some side quests, some world quests. Or do Torghast if you really want to mix it up. Do Torghast if you're trying to get a bunch of characters. Leveling through Torghast, especially like after your first time, like your first character you gotta level, you gotta play through the story of Shadowlands. But every other character you can do like Fate's grinding system, where you can do side quests, world quests, dungeons, BGs, Torghast to level. You could literally level any way you want to. I would do Torghast leveling and maybe do like dungeon grinding. Mix it up a bit, but definitely don't burn yourself out. 60 rod consists of doing all bonus objectives, dungeon quests, and Torghast. Is it 1 to levels every hour? Yeah. I feel like if you really want to min-max it though, you get yourself a pre-made group, tank, healer, DPS, and then dungeon grind. Because the faster you can get through the dungeons, the faster you're gonna level. It's all about speed. But I do want to promote like variety, like especially if you're grinding, don't burn it. Because imagine like you're done leveling those characters, you just got them to 60, and you're so sick of World of Warcraft by then because you've just been grinding this entire time. You're like, all right, I don't even want to play. Like, yeah, that's gonna put you in such a bad mood. So, like, treat it as an endurance. Like it's you're not going for a sprint. You're going for a. You're not trying to go for a sprint. You're trying to go for a marathon. So it's all about endurance. It's all about maintaining a good pace without burning yourself out. Because once you burn out, you're in the floor, man. You're done. You're spent. So it's all about moderation to some degree. Honestly, unless you're the kind of person that like loves grinding. Not everybody's like that. Some people are like, yo, I'm ready to grind. But when it's like you start putting things in gear, you're like, oh, that's too much. Too much. Give out. Some people like that though. Arcane misses neither no, but the rest is a bit overkill. Possibly. I think we gotta test it out, Seaver. We gotta test it when we do our beta PvP stuff. We definitely gotta test it. Barrage can still do a lot of damage though, so at least there's there. You also get cooldown reduction on the mana gem. I don't know if that'll be like something you incorporate in PvP though. Missiles were just riddling people though, so like just basic proc of missiles was obliterating people. I still think it's gonna be really good. I think it's still gonna be really good. It's just that missile proc together with Touch of the Magic together with the AoE, but it also had the Nether Tempest on them too to proc that even more. That's gonna be brought down a little bit together, but I think it's still gonna be effective. You know, made it through a touch. Gotta love playing the real main character of the class. A lot. True, warlocks are literally the main character of this anime. That is World of Warcraft. We're in season, how many expansions? 10, season 10, and they're still the main protagonist. Can't believe it, man. They're the protagonist and the antagonist with characters like Gul'dan and Gul'dan. There's a bunch of Gul'dans running around. How do they get to be main hero? I'm gonna be Arcane Blast focused, which just kind of sucks for Arena. Yeah, it's a tier set. Right now it's gonna be very Arcane Blast focused. It's not great, but that's what I didn't like about the tier set. I was like, wait, missiles are gonna have to take a back seat immediately. I wonder if the throws are backward rates. Yeah, me too, man. I'm hoping. Pretty good to specs. Wait, 2? Which one? Is Destro not that good? 2 pretty good specs, lol. Wait, which one is not great? So mage is not good for next season? Too early to say what's going to be good or what isn't going to be good. I think mage is still going to be excellent. Like, even if not taking a look at the damage side of things, mage's kit of control from the class tree is excellent. There's a lot of things you bring into the table. Like, by that alone, that control kit is incredibly good. That's most likely going to be god tier spec. I guess of these changes, yeah. Yeah, all 3 mages, like, that's the thing, like, whenever we talk about classes, like, man, we got gutted, but, like, some of us, like, say we got gutted, not like we're literally dead, not playable. Like, sometimes we use language in terms of, like, you know, like, I mean, rep allies did get kind of butchered on the Templars. I mean, 35% nerf is big. But it doesn't mean the paladins aren't still one-shotting in arena, right? They're not still in duels, they're still one-shotting. You can still get some fatty bursts in there. Like, effective. Like, you can take a pharaoh from 50 to 0 within a global. But it's like, it's just a big number, you know what I mean? That's the thing. When I say Arcane got nuked, this made it less fun making Arcane miss us. Hit a button. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing, like, I feel like that's what I try. Dude, I try to be very, very careful with the words that I use. That's why I don't really call anything overpowered anymore, because it's like, I used to call everything OP. Because it was like, it basically was the Sun Anonymous was strong. You know what I mean? But people take it so literal. It's like, wait, there's probably a better word that, like, better defines exactly what I mean. I still think missiles are going to be good, Steve Eric. It's just, I think the problem was, if you could get a bunch of clear cast procs, you could literally just like 100 to 0 somebody with like 3 waves of missiles without cooldowns. I think that's what they were trying to mitigate, is the cooldowns and missiles. But yeah, I mean, the burst is going to be a little bit worse from now. Well, I think we just got to dive into PvP and see how it goes. Honestly. Today update. Yeah, today we got a PTR update, but not a beta update. But we did get a PTR update. But yeah, no, mage should be really good, Chris. Yeah, it's too early to say what's gonna be good, what isn't gonna be good. Like, I know we're getting close to pre-patch, but it's still like, until... Yeah, even if like they were a little undertuned, hopefully nothing will be undertuned. But like, they have a great control kit, man. They just got such a good kit, you know? Yeah, it'll be decent. Just have to wait till servers come up. Yeah. I think it's a question of like, does it feel noticeable? Every one of the PvP arena duels uses words like broken, unstoppable. Unstoppable, yes. Broken. I think there's maybe one for like Brewmaster one-shotting with a keg smash, or like 2 kegs and a guy died. I mean, I can see it were broken. But yeah, to say every one of them, I mean, should we go through a full list of them? I have a whole one right here. Man, but chat, does every single video actually use Unbroken Unstoppable? Yes or no? Can you show some rogue PvP after nerfs? I'd love to. Yeah. Rogues, I gotta give him another go in PvP. Like, do you play Ambush now? Or do you just not play Ambush? Because I think Dispatch is really good now, isn't it? I imagine it'd be really good. I'm actually mess around and see if I can put something together. Do I have any other normal rogue? I had one. I thought it'd work. Yeah, this guy probably has the most up-to-date gear. Sub rogue. Oh, okay. I do want to try sub with the Dance Macabre ability. I still want to see if I can make a fatty Death and Decay with, or Death and Bob with it. I really want to see if I can. I really want to try it. Okay, well, we might as well take some time here to do it then, yeah? Might as well. I do want to try to see if I can. I think I need the Kyrian ability to really maximize the value of it. I probably do need the Kyrian ability, but also makes it cool. Yeah, I like him a lot. Definitely. Demon Hunters after the nerfs? I think they're still effective, Osha. They're still really good. Like, we literally get to test them in duels, and they're really effective. Like, Leroy's still slapping with it. He does insane damage. Really enjoying questing in Wrath. I'm actually enjoying questing in Classic as I'm getting higher levels. It's so slow at low levels, but maybe it's just Paladin, right? Paladin is just super slow. But now that I got Crusader Strike, I'm zooming. Mobs are just melting. It's so good. Oh, yo, Tol Barad? Let's go, dude. That looks sweet. Look at the background chat. Tol Barad, baby. If y'all played Cataclysm, you know this place. Hey, yo, that looks good. Look at that thing. Oh my god. Oh my god. That looks so good. I gotta take a picture of that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's a rock. Let me see all the specs too. I want to see if they got something new. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, boys. I'll look at anything. A little bit of a better looking ship. Same image, but a little bit more detailed. I like it. I still like it. I want to see if Assassin's improved. Because Assassin was like that Ein Karaj battle, and it was like Valero running through it. Yeah, it's the same. It's still really good though. I like this one a ton. All right, sub, and I need to go hit a train dummy, like an actual train dummy. Yo, by the way, chat, is the beta server back up or no? Are we still waiting on that? Is there anything to test to involve Dragon server? I don't think the beta servers are up. That being said, there will be raid testing this weekend, and I imagine maybe Mythic Plus testing again. They did say they're going to be doing that again at some point. I just don't know when. Still down. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. Alright, so I need to figure out where all these abilities go. I don't really know where any of this goes. I've already had the character already set up at some point. Alright, I want to try Dance Macabre, and I want to try the whole Death Row and Bow of a playstyle. So we need to go down the middle. I think I need to get the stuff on the right hand side too. I don't necessarily need improved true custom because I just have a baseline, right? Mm-hmm. 5% more damage there, and I think I want to go into a deeper strat here too. And crit damage. The critical strike chance of attacks to generate calm points. Oh, nah, probably don't. I definitely want to pick up Fine Weakness and Deeper Strat. I probably should pick up Kyrian ability too. I don't know if I can grab both of them. Does anyone get Fine Weakness baseline? I don't, I guess. Interesting. Yeah, I can pick up that one though. Deeper Dagger. That's unfortunate. Shadow Finishers. I need to be on a beta in order to pick up like a proper actual build with like full talent points and everything. But this will start. This will be good. Double Deeper Stratagem with Spog. Yeah, this is retail. This is BTR. PTR, PTR, PTR. I really should add this right here. Waiting for Alpha. On PTR while beta servers down. Kinda middle-ish. Something like that, right, chat? Something like that. Something like that, yeah. We'll pitch out for now. And I guess I should put on like PvP gear, shouldn't I? Do I have a proper PvP set? That means the most up to date, right? No, it's not really the most up to date one. Okay, I'll just wear sub gear I have. That'll work. Wait, shoulders? Okay, I'll just put some stuff on. All right, and I'll put on that. Put on whatever highest item level I got. That'll work. Alrighty, I guess that'll do it. Thought I had a better weapon. I do. Okay. Not the most amount of mastery I can get, but it'll work. For now. I do want to put on Death from Above. This will be interesting. So I want to try to see if I can build up for a fat Eviscerate. That's what I want to do. So the abilities, I always wanted to try this and I just haven't been able to. I guess I might as well do it here. So we gotta find weakness. So Shadow Strike and Stealth abilities let you bypass enemies' armor. We got Shadow Finishes where an Eviscerate or Black Powder will increase the value of shadow damage of the next finisher. And we also got the Shadow Dance ability where inside of, where's my Shadow Dance ability? Where while inside of Shadow Dance, as long as we don't repeat our abilities. There we go. As long as we don't repeat our abilities with Dance Macabre, Shadow Dance increases the damage of your attacks that generate or spend common points by 10%. Increased by additional 10% for each different attack used. Bonus resets when an attack is repeated. So I basically just want to use like, I use Dance, I use Finisher, or Builder, Finisher, Builder, Finisher, Builder, Finisher, and I hope that my final ability before Dance is out is a max common point DFA. So I kind of want to, I need to plan this out. So I have how many seconds of Dance? 8. So I can maybe do like 8 or 7 globals to make sure DFA can like go up and down and get the most value. So I'll need to definitely use black powder at some point. So maybe I can use Shiv, black powder, hold on, Shiv, slice and dice. I could do AoE, Shiv, slice and dice, Shuriken Storm, black powder, and eviscerate, shadow strike, DFA, and then that should be how many abilities? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So should be 70% more damage, right? Plus 10% stronger, plus 40% more damage with shadow because I use black powder. Maybe? Hopefully. I'm trying to basically try to line it up so I'm using different abilities. Again, their abilities cannot repeat, so I can't like do backstab because then I'll lose the buff. I gotta use backstab, shiv, throw a weapon, any of those abilities. Literally anything that builds or spends calm points will add on to damage. So Dal, what are your thoughts on Blizzard basically confirming the pre-patch DF will be on 25th? I'm excited for it, man. I'm excited. Hey Dal, what are your predictions of pre-patch mate? I'm thinking 2 weeks, man, when the season is over. I think that's when I think it's gonna be. Probably gonna use LVOI and definitely gonna use the new Casbar. Still gonna use LVOI? Okay. But yeah. Also need to land on max calm points. Yeah, that's what I'm like trying to plan out. A Shadow Strike and a backstab at the end while Shadow Blades is active. That's what I'm like trying to like think of. I'm gonna use Shiv, Slice, AoE, Black Powder, Backstab. Shadow Strike should hopefully give me max calm points into a DFA, and that should hopefully be the trick. That should hopefully do the trick. Okay, I need stealth. Where's my stealth bar? Stealth ability? Hello? Stealth? There you are. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's try to chat. Wait, I gotta make sure my stealth bar is the same. Hold on. I know I'm gonna mess that up. Oh, it is. Okay, cool. We're fine. Yeah. Oh, messed up. I messed up. Maybe, nah. I messed up. For some reason, I don't have black powder anywhere. Did I really not pick up black powder at all? You gotta be kidding me. I didn't realize to pick it up. I thought I had the finisher, but apparently didn't. There goes that. How was it even a decent eviscerate at all? It did no damage. It had some shadow damage behind it, but it did like no damage on its own. Alright, maybe now we can make it work? I gotta wait until dance is back up. I don't have Shadow Blades this time. So hopefully it'll still be, hopefully it'll be okay. Also, does Mateer said scuff me? Because it is gonna send out random Shadow Strikes as well. Oh, that could be really bad, chat. That could actually be really bad. Oh. We did do stuff. That didn't crit, but that crit. 24k. I don't think it's a lot. If I had better stats for like mastery, all versa, all mastery, that could be maybe a little better. Does it still have PvP vendors? I don't think they do they? You have Shuriken Toss. I do have Shuriken Toss, yes. So you can add Shuriken Toss in there. Maybe I should add Shuriken Toss in there too. So, Shiv, Slice, Shuriken Storm, Black Powder, Backstab, Shadow Strike, DFA. I'll be cutting it close. Because I can't really increase the duration of dance. I already am increasing it. So I just don't know if I'll be able to maximize it. But I would be able to do that technically, yes. Technically I'll be able to. Like there I hit for 8k, but I don't know if I did have a random Shadow Strike that messed me up. Which I may have had a random Shadow Strike that did kind of screw me over. Can it? Can I have a Shadow Strike just screw me over? Actually wondering. I couldn't tell. I could tell the deal, don't. Maybe cheap shot works too? That's a good question as well. Yeah, I need to try to see if cheap shot works. Because if cheap shot works, then it's totally usable for PvP. It technically does generate column points. So then it'll make like the find weakness a little bit better. Okay. It does. Okay. Okay, it does count the random shadow strike from tier set as a shadow strike. Like when I use a finisher, it will break it. Yes, it will break it. So that's a little tough. That's gonna be a little bit harder to play. That's gonna be a little bit harder to play into. So that can screw you over because they can, like, if you get really, really bad luck, bad rolls, it just like you'll kind of screw yourself up in that regard. Because then you get shadow strike. Okay, I'm just gonna try it again, chat. I'm just gonna go again. I don't see if I can just crit. Okay. I think it was clean on 25k. I do wonder how much that would be in like PvP. I mean, if everybody has like 71k health, if I had all versa, all mastery. My god, these stats are so tiny. Did they scale them down or is it like normal? No, it's actually normal. I'm just all crit. Yeah, I need to go copy my actual rogue over because he has a lot more gear. I need to get myself as much master versus as I can. This looks very complicated. I think it'll still be worth it though. Like if you can go for a combo, this could be a ton of damage. Like you're just stack it big of this rate. Plus, you're also thinking of finality, right? So if I had more talent points to work with, you would preset up a finality ahead of time. You would eviscerate outside of dance once. So this will do 50% more damage. You were setting up a black powder in order to get deeper daggers buff, so then you can gain us a little bit more shadow damage on that crash down eviscerate. We can also add abilities to deal more increased damage, and what else could I add in there actually? I do wonder what else could I add in there. I think that's all I could really add. Yeah, the one I guess I also could technically add Echo and Reprimand with Resounding Clarity. So I can just get anima charge of column points if I wanted to. Or maybe even Thistletea, so I increase my mastery by like 20%. So altogether, or maybe like just make it guaranteed crit with Cold Blood. You know, just ignore it altogether. Just get a guaranteed Cold Blood or something. I don't really know what. But there's a cool way to like really make it a big explosive one-shot. Or a big hit ability at the very least. I don't know if that'll actually what we'll be playing for, but I like that there's this much depth of how you can like customize and plan. I really like that about rogues, and rogues just have to like plan around their openers, their finishers, when they use certain abilities, and the fact that you can go back and plan stuff, I think it's really cool. I like that personally. What other classes do I want to take a look at? So there's Death Knight stuff that changed a little bit, right? It's mostly to the forget what it was now. Everfrost, Biting Cold, and Chill Streak. I want to see what that's all about. Do I have a proper DK? Dalfwasti on Zuldazar. Perfect. Perfect. Is it PREPATCH event or the PTR yet, Dal? No, it's not. I don't think they're going to put it ever. I think they're testing internally. I think they're trying to keep it a surprise. I don't think they're going to do it, man. I don't think they're going to do it. Not anytime soon. What else am I missing on the like all the changes? The mystery change is actually kind of big. Did they buff anything else? Saved by the light, absorption increased by 100% for Holy Pally. That still is really good. Ladder Titan still increased by 25%. That seems pretty good too. Everybody that's on the beta is now out of here, man, on PTR. I think it's funny. Alrighty. So that same background. Oh, they added a little bit more over the ICC, that ship. Oh, I'm loving it. I love this look, man. You're gonna love the way you look. So, what did they change specifically for Death Knight? Everfrost. So this is now 6% instead of 4%, so they're making a Muscle Winter a lot stronger. I like that, because it stacks. Biting Cold. So So biting cold baseline, they're just making it a little bit better, huh? Most of the damage increased by 35 instead of 30. Okay, and then chill streak now costs a rune instead of runic power. Interesting change. I don't hate it. I do hate that I can't really play like proper dual wield Death Knight if I want to play Obliteration. I do find that kind of a little sad, honestly. I would love to be able to, because it doesn't really cleave in the same way. Still do decent damage with it, but like it just doesn't cleave as nearly as well as I wanted to until he gets high enough level. Just hit levels in order to make it better. Because that guaranteed burst playstyle just doesn't exist until then. So we'll probably end up playing dual wield just for a good while. I do like having like some kind of like a filler ability with glacial advance as a cleave. It's off cooldown. It doesn't feel terrible to play, and it builds up Razor Ice, which makes all your frosty abilities a lot more effective. Wait, what keeps proccing this? Is it the Remorseless Winter that's proccing it? Hold on a second. Remorseless? Runic power spending abilities, or why is Remorseless Winter proccing Ice Talons? I don't think it's supposed to. You can't even submit bugs either. Oh man. Yeah, it's so weird. Have we tried Unholy already? Unholy is really fun, man. It's a lot more fun in the beta once you get enough talents, but it's pretty good on the PTR too. I love that full disease build. To make prop Pelion plus build to focus on damage survivability, I think it would be really good. I want to try it out on the beta when I can, Atha. That'd be really fun. I wonder if Unholy and DK backgrounds have changed any. Actually, let me take a look at DK background real quick, and then we'll take a look at Unholy. I want to see if I can make that disease build. Still in beta, servers offline for me again. We're on PTR, not in beta. We are on PTR, friend. Beta is down for us as well. We'll get on the beta in just a moment, chat. Oh, wait, they changed it! Oh, it looks even better! It's a big necropolis attacking! Oh, that looks sweet, chat! Look at that! Hey! Look at that! Well, blood? It's Sanguine Depths. It's Sanguine Depths. But here they got a big old necropolis charging out, I guess, in Maldraxxus. Just firing out shots. Oh, it looks so cool. I think it's one Venthyr dungeon. Yes, it is Sanguine Depths. Sanguine Depths. I don't even know what's good actually to pick up. I'm just grabbing whatever. Can I still make that disease build? Big disease man build. I'll try. So you don't need a holy pact anymore, really, do you? Not necessarily. You can. Alrighty. I like how it has the apocalypse, like the artifact weapon apocalypse in this guy. I don't know why. Okay. I think I got everything right here. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. And then together with Super Strain, you can just apply disease on everybody. Oh, it's so good, man. Oh, it's gonna be so good. I do got a Scourge Strike though. I do got a Scourge Strike once in a while just to maintain my dodge uptime. And then all of my dodges just gotta start popping off on their own. Look at that. Diseases, man. Diseases. Probably could go for Epidemic though. Couldn't buy. All my diseases are just gonna be proccing more often. Phosphor does a lot of damage, man. Like a surprising amount of damage, honestly. As long as I make sure to hit him with that not Soul Reaper, with a Scourge Strike once in a while. All the dodges stick out, all the disease damage occurs 100% quickly. All disease, that means like even like I think on Holy Blight too and everything. I buff my pet. I need to sing the diseases and pets a little bit better. But yeah, I kind of like this build. It's a very like damage over time build. But when's the last time you played on Holy DK and like dots were ever a focus? Good question. This is why I like this build a lot. I do think it'll probably be better with the Epidemic because it changes so that Death Rod can be spread now with the Epidemic as well as Death Coil. So you can kind of spread Epidemic so enemies take more shadow damage, and you have all these diseases, partially shadow damage, partially like frost damage. But like I think it'll still be really good together. Disease. So there's a couple of things that do disease stuff. Like right now, inflicted disease upon enemies, spreading festering wounds. So I don't think it's an actual disease. I think it's like it just spreads festering wounds to enemies nearby. But you get disease here. Your diseases have a chance to make your enemies take 6% more damage from you, so that's really good. Together with morbidity that increases the damage by 2% per disease. So you have 1, 2, 3 from Super Strain, 4 from Unholy Blade, that's 8%, plus 6%. If it procs all often enough, you can actually just kind of maintain that brittle buff on the enemy for quite a while. Like I want to see what the optimus brittle is. Like, can you actually just maintain brittle at all times? Basically. Brittle's back up, so Brittle's still on him. Brittle's still on him. Brittle's still on, as long as they maintain my pets. Brittle's still back on. Just sitting there. Brittle refresh. Brittle keep refreshing. Brittle still refreshing. Brittle refresh again. Brittle refresh again. So passively, I'm doing like 14% more damage to the enemy just for having diseases on them. As long as stuff is ticking down. And it's like a maintenance buff. Like, I can't tell if it's like strong damage, but like just doing 14% more damage to enemy just because just seems really good. To me, it seems really, really good. Because it's just permanent. It's just, it says like, oh, it procs once in a while. No, it doesn't. It's permanently up, basically. I have so many diseases ticking down. Any one of those attacks, is it my ghoul attacks that can do it? Diseases just have a chance to proc and have so many rolling. Brittle's always all the time. Playing Ebon Fever, am I? Ebon Fever. Yes, I am. Yeah, Dragonflight does 50% more damage over half the time duration. Yeah, I think it's kind of a must-have. I think you have to run it. You have to play Virulent Plague with Ebon Fever. Yeah, because then it becomes like a big dot ability. And you become like a dot class in a way. It's weird, but you become a dot class, chat. I don't hate any of it, though. I don't hate any of this. Personally. Yeah, and Brittle's just kind of permanently there. And it'll refresh. Just give it some time. It'll just permanently there. And as long as you don't have your dots fall off, you're chilling. It's a bit of resource management. Oh, they fell off. Oh, okay, back up. So it's not gonna have 100% uptime, but pretty close to it. Unless they change it. So you kind of want to maintain this buff at all times. The Plaguebringer by hitting a Scourge Strike once in a while. Maintain your dots. Put a Death Golem things, because I think Death Golem can also do damage over time as well. Yeah, suffering damage over time. Shadow damage. But it is a disease. Wait, that's also a disease. Quality Devastation is also a disease. I didn't realize it. It's another disease. Hey, yo, so I just Death Coil and for diseases. I didn't realize there was another disease. Yo, weird disease god right now. Look at that. Hold on. We got one disease. Second disease. Third disease. Fourth disease. Where's the fifth? Fifth disease. This is cool. I like this. I didn't realize it was a disease as well. It doesn't say it's a disease, but it does count as a disease. Cool. Is this a disease? No, it's just a debuff. Yeah, it's a disease build. You know how you manage to know all classes it takes before to learn one? I just enjoy exploring different playstyles. I can't sit still with just one. Like, I feel like I end up playing my main class so much, I just keep playing and playing and playing and playing and playing, and eventually I just want to do something different and just try new stuff. And it's nice and refreshing to try different things. So I just like exploring and diving deep and really learning all these classes to see how they work. I don't try to like learn it like it's a second main. I just try to explore parts of it that are interesting. Like, as long as it's fun, I keep exploring it. Once it stops being fun, I just gotta put it aside. I don't try to force myself to, like, you know, learn classes like it's math homework or anything. I think because you're wasting a potential frost dot. I decay because you're wasting the full potential of the frost dot. Wait, why? Wait, how am I wasting potential of frost dot? Like, here it's still the damage. It's just 10% of my damage instead of like 27. It's still doing stuff. Also, I need to stop using Hour Break when I have Unholy Blight, because I'll just refresh my dot anyway. That just refreshes my diseases either way. So I can just not use Hour Break there. Frost does something when it expires, I think. Does it? Disease that deals frost damage over 24 seconds and has a chance to grant Death Knight for runic power each time it deals damage. I mean, what I could do is I could put my bed and passive. We could just kind of throw diseases and see what it does. Right? Virulent Plague, suffering shadow damage, erupts for damage split amongst all nearby enemies when infected, dies. Suffered frost damage and I think generating runic power normally. Yeah, I am generating runic power randomly. I think it's a frost disease. And this siphon drains health from enemy to me. Like, well, wait. Maybe it's like a classic wrath thing that it does. Something happens when it expires, but I don't think that's a thing here. I think it's just a bonus dot damage ability. It does good damage, but like, yeah, ignore me. This part. Yeah, so maybe it was like a mechanic back to like Wrath or Kata or old expansions potentially. And maybe it's like, because I'm saying too, like if there's a certain mechanic that used to be a thing, it's like once it's planted in my head, it's like stuck with me. So it's like, wait, doesn't it do this thing? And it's like, what thing? I've been in that situation more than once. During Shadowlands to start, maybe, not sure. Okay, so maybe there was like something that happened when the ability expires. Yeah, I don't remember. But yeah, this disease build is kind of fun. I really want to play that. That looks really good. I probably would pair it to go with like the army build or something, and maybe reaping it with executions. Maybe go for Harbinger of Doom so my death goals trigger more often. You know, I do like coil devastation though, so maybe like, I don't know. I do like the Cleveland coils too. I think that's why it's better than Epidemic. Bursting a Fester Wound against Corruption. I'll probably do like runes and rune power stuff. Maybe I'll do like maximum runic power to amp it up. I don't think I'm really going much of Festermite stuff, so I'll probably end up doing like, if I were to combine this with something, I probably would add maybe like the Mages of the Dead into this with Apocalypse, and maybe go into like Gargoyle and Commander of the Dead. That, or maybe like, what else could I do? Oh man, there's no way really to empower your diseases more, is there? Unless you just go from like more shadow damage. Which maybe that would be the play, just go for more shadow damage. So maybe pick up like Death and Decay with Defile, maybe go for Reaping, Harbinger, summon Maguses or something. I don't really know. One of those things, yeah. One of those things you'll probably end up doing. Probably sword gas. Oh, could be that too. Is there any way for me to get beta back up, or just randomly check-in? I start playing Holy Priest on live, just time for he'll enjoying it. Yeah, so the beta servers, sometimes they're up, sometimes they're down. You know, they're probably down because they're pushing a build, and they're usually down until later in the evening. That's really all I can say. Yeah, there's nothing you can really do. I guess what I'm saying is there is nothing you can do to get the beta servers up. No, it's not a problem on your end. It's just they need to deploy a build on their end. So all we can do is really just patiently wait. I mean, we can write in forums and complain, but like, why servers down? And maybe see if they respond. But yeah, it's pretty routine. It's just they usually do it on a Wednesday, not a Tuesday. How are you in the beta? We're on PTR right now, actually, not in the beta. Beta has been down, but we are on PTR. That's why I have a note on the side, so PTR while servers are down. We were gonna do beta stuff, but then servers went down because surprisingly they pushed the build. But yeah. Chat, I'm gonna call it here. Thank you all so much for coming by, boys. I appreciate you all so much for watching. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thanks so much for hanging out tonight. Tonight, we do raid. However, we're gonna be doing some Sepulchre to start off to get people the mythic mounts. Because Sepulchre mythic, I don't know how long we're gonna be on there. I'm probably not gonna stream it. I'm probably just gonna do some work in the background while they're raiding. Hopefully, I'm on the bench tonight for most of the evening. But I'm not actually in, because if I'm not in, I can just get some work done. Thank you all. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thanks so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Tomorrow we'll be back, hopefully for actual beta. Tomorrow we'll be back for actual beta. Alright, boys, I don't know, looking solid. It's looking really fun. Looking really fun. Man, I'm really thinking maybe playing DK and Dragonflight, honestly. I know he's so good. Is this a dot-oriented build? It is a dot-oriented build, yeah. Kind of like a dot-oriented, disease-oriented build. It plays off of diseases, not necessarily like... You're not going to feel like an Affliction warlock of like the heyday, but you are going to feel like diseases are contributing more, and damage over time does contribute a lot more than normal. But yeah, it's really cool. Thank you all. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you boys tomorrow. I will be raiding, but I won't be streaming the raid, because it's going to be Sepulchre, non-faded, and it's kind of like just a routine, get everybody their mythic mounts. And then maybe we'll be doing Sylvanas tomorrow. If we're doing Sylvanas tomorrow, then maybe I'll stream it. We'll see though. We'll see. But tonight, no raid. No raid stream. Alright, you guys have a good one. I gotta get some food and I gotta jump on the raid immediately because I'm kind of late. Alrighty, boys. Thank y'all. You guys are awesome. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Let me know, I'ma buy another round. Get low, drop it down to the ground. Oh yeah, wow, shorty making pounds. Mama see the put cuffs on my cardiac. Took my breath away like a heart attack. And I'ma spend every time in my money back. Everybody wanna know. If you're ready, let me know. Let's go. If you're ready, let me know. Let me know. If you're ready, let me know. Here we go. Let's go. I got a bottle of Grey Goose and ice cubes. Have a drink that'll put me in the right mood. 80 proof's gonna lower my IQ. And I've been the same way since high school. I look shorty right in her brown eyes. She about to take a trip to Cloud 9. I'm the man, baby, I get the crowd hype. I turn the cadence of a hook into a soundbite. Here we go, it's about to go down. Let me know, I'ma buy another round. Get low, drop it down to the ground. Oh yeah, wow, shorty making pounds. Mama see the put cuffs on my cardiac. Took my breath away like a heart attack. And I'ma spend every time in my money back. Everybody wanna know.